Well, good afternoon, good people. How are you? This is the Native Tribe Show, and today is Strawberry Sunday. How y'all doing? How's your weekend going? We are expected to have a rainy day here in Georgia, possibly some tornadoes. So pray for those that are in the wake of any uh, potential danger. It's always serious whenever that happens. But in the meantime, and in between time, we got some business to handle. Yes, indeed. Our friends over at Phone Calls from Prison have dropped another jail visit. I found this one to be especially stupid. So I thought, why not share this stupidity with my friends today? Because, this is what we do over here. Okay. I always ask you all for Sunday dinner. Is anybody cooking? Anybody got anything on the stove, in the oven, on the grill, possibly? Because we do got some warm weather. It's kind of turning into grill season before our eyes. So what are y'all doing today? Huh? What y'all got going on? Anybody got a plate for me? Anybody got a plate? Can we get a plate? Anybody? That'd be nice. That would be nice. Nice little surprise. All right. Muzzle on that beat, though. Let's get it going. Let's see who is here with us today. First, I got Yee, aka Abuelita, says, hello, native mods and fam. Let's do this. Let us do this. Abuelita, I am with you. Real is here, says I'll be back. No problem, Real. Come on back. No 504 says happy Sunday, native, and chat. Swear I just went to sleep and it was Friday night. Doesn't the weekend go fast? Bridget Girl is in the building. Hello, Bridget Girl. Says happy Sunday, native. How are you? Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame is in the building. Part of that notorious Native Tribe Urban Media Mod Squad. Thank you so much for handling all the things behind the scenes. I do appreciate you all. Jay Blake is in the building. Says happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, Jay Blake. Sonia's Boots in the house. Says happy Sunday brunch, everybody. Hello, Sonia's Boots. Coffee's brewing in the house. Let's do this. Let us do it. Coffee's brewing. I'm with you. Hey, let's talk about it all is in the house. Myretta is in the building. Says my brother Native. So glad your girlfriend let you out to play. So Myretta, I have no idea what you're implying, but I'm glad that you're here, Myretta. Justin's mom is in the building. Says hello, Native in chat. Hello, Justin's mom. How are you? Say J is here, says hi everyone, Native and Tribe. Can't wait to have fun, y'all. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Ray Della Lewis is in the house, and she says, hey, hello, Ray Della Lewis. That dude 06 says hello, happy Sunday, Native, Smokey and Tribe. That dude 06, glad that you are here. Baptize That Ass is here. It says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Baptize That Ass. How's everything going with you? Ms. Nisi is in the building. Says good afternoon, Native and Tribe. The only black but not bitter in the house. Y'all know this is my hero. Knows everybody that's ever sung anything ever that's in my playlist. The only black but not bitter. Got flames in the chat. Granny the Great in here says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello. AK's POV in the house says, happy Sunday, Native and Chat. I'm on a Zoom call. We'll pop in later, but I hope everyone is well. We are doing well, I think. Oh, AK's POV. Enjoy that call. Chanel Heslop, all the way from South Africa, has already been through Sunday and is in the evening time over there. Says, good evening, Native and Tribe. How are you doing, Chanel Heslop? Linda is in the building. Linda, listen. Says, good Sunday afternoon, Native and Tribe Urban Media. How are you doing, Linda? Jennifer in the building. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Vanessa Mobley is in the house. Says, good afternoon, Native. Happy Easy Sunday. Yes, today is supposed to be easy like Sunday morning. That's what the Commodore said. But Vanessa Mobley, thank you so much for being here. Make It Rain NYC says, happy Sunday, Native and Tribe. Hello. Blue Bear is in the building, says, hey, Native and Tribe family. Hello, Blue Bear. Keisha Marie in the house. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Is in here. Says, hello to you. Beauty is her name, is in the building with flames in the chat. Wendy Shy. So I'm here early. Hey, all. Hello, Wendy Shy. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate that. Off of me is here. It says, hey, Native and Tribe. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Shirley, this your man is in the house. Says, good afternoon, everyone. I'm on time again. Yes, indeed, you are. I got Leo Lady in the house. Says good afternoon, Native Tribe Urban Media, Smoky and Kings and Queens. Hello, Leo Lady. How are you? Golden Pearl is in the building. Hello, Golden Pearl. How are you? Pre-Pony Waller Williams is in the building. Says, hey, Native and Tribe, question. How come Sonny don't yell road trip any longer? Because the only road trip that Nesto is taking is when they take his ass to the prison. That long road trip from Cobb County Adult Correctional Facility to wherever the hell the jail is in Georgia. That's why she can't get on that bus. She wishes that she could, but she can't. Kim F, thank you so much for the member milestone. Says good Sunday afternoon, Tribe. Thank you for rocking with your boy for 30 days. I do appreciate that, Kim F. And good Sunday afternoon to you. Linda says she got some fried pork chops and fried corn. I ain't mad at the fried corn. I don't eat pork though, but I appreciate that. That sounds like a good meal. Sherry Berry 11 says good morning, happy Sunday. Well, good morning to you, Sherry Berry. How are you? Southside Chi-Town says I'm here, no church. Hey y'all. Hello, Southside Chi-Town. Thank you so much for being here. Tamara is here. Says hey everybody. Well, hello to you. CB 1120 in the house says, hey. Gabby Girl is in here, says, hello, good people. I got let's talk about it all, who says, sure. Weather okay in New Jersey, Linda? Okay, that's cool. Good for that. Good for you. It's dreary outside. I mean, it is great. Chica's in here, says, happy Sunday, Native and Squad. Hello. Ms. Mad About Music with the icon Prince as her avatar is in here, says good afternoon, Native and Tribe. Happy Sunday. I'm here, but we'll be in and out today. No problem. Thank you so much for being here. Wolfpack 601 are you representing Mississippi? Wolfpack says hello. How are you? Baxter Feathers in the building says hey all. Hello. Tracy says Fire 99. What is Fire 99? Tracy, let me see. What reference is that? Let me know what that means, Tracy. Because I'm curious. That girl says hello. That girl, a lady 747 is in the building. Virgo Cali has joined us on this Sunday, all the way in California. How are you doing, Virgo Cali? D Dub in the building says good afternoon, Native Tribe Urban Media, Tribe and Smoky. Tracy says Fire 9. Okay. Okay, I don't Tracy. I'm not picking up what you put down. Give me some more context behind Fire 9. I don't know what that means. Okay, Tanya B is here. Says happy Sunday to all. Hello, Tanya B. How are you? Jet Black Straight is in here, representing Brooklyn. Says happy Sunday, Native and Tribe. Hello, Jet Black Straight. Texas Toy is here. Says hey, Nasty Native and Tribe. I'm not sure why you call me nasty. But thank you for being here, Texas Toy. Diva Ray in the building with flames in the chat. To the back ball in says hello, Native mods and chat. Hello. B Ann is in the building. Says hey, Native and Tribe. Phoebe says I caught this live by accident. Oh my goodness, what a great accident, Phoebe. Awesome. Thank you for being here. My Ty says hi, Native and Tribe. Happy Sunday fun day. Yes, indeed. We are going to have some fun today. Excuse me. Anissa Ali in the building says good Sunday afternoon, everyone. Hello, Anissa Ali. The one and only. Excuse me. Let me get my throat clear. Let me clear my throat because I got the one and only Miss Boogie Down representing that Boogie Down Bronx. Says good afternoon, Native and Tribe. I am here for the dummy convo. It is going to be dumb. The real VB, Law and Order Certified, says hey, it's a real VB. Hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, the real VB. How are you? Sis B Traveling has traveled over here to the Native Tribe Show and says, good Sunday, Native and Tribe. Hello. I'll do it on Monday. It's in the building. Says, happy Sunday, Native and Tribe. Hello, I'll do it on Monday. How are you? Okay, it was a mistake, Tracy. I got you. Okay. All right, Tracy. I got you. All right. Let me see. The woman he chose is in the building. Hello, the woman he chose. How are you? Say Jay is speaking to everyone in the chat. Minding Business is in here today. I got TDC in the house. Mona C Talks says, hi Native, hi Tribe. Mona C Talks, did you get the email to go through? I had wanted you to try it one more time because I don't know. I mean, I don't know why you said it was bouncing back, but just try it one more time. If not, you can hit me up on Instagram if that still doesn't work for you. But Mona C Talks is in the house. Kind and Fun is here. It says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Kind and Fun. How are you doing today? Looks like I got G Creates in the building with Flames in the chat. Hello, G Creates. Only Me 23 is here. Kenna 14 has made it in today. It is Kimmy K here. Says happy rainy Sunday from the A. It looks like it's gonna rain all day, Kimmy K. Looks like it's gonna be. It looks like I'm gonna get some stuff done today, Kimmy K. Is what that means. Let me see. Chocolate Drop here says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Chocolate Drop. How are you? Tanya be here indeed. Hello, hello, hello. One Pepsi is in the house. Says happy Sunday, Native and Tribe. I got Loving Life representing that 313. What up, though? Loving Life. Shark Tank Life is here. Says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Shark Tank Life. Jane is in the building. Says, hi, Native and Tribe. And then I got Sleepy Libra 17 in the building. Says, hey, everybody, happy Sunday. Y'all, do you know that the good folks, my good people, Shay and her husband over at Phone Calls from Prison, while I was out doing Atlanta things yesterday, they decided to put another jail visit on out here. So, you know, I came in and I said, let me just check it out. So I put my feet up. You know, I took my shoes off first. And then I said, let me see what the hell these people talking about now. Okay. And boy, oh boy, they never, ever, ever fail to amaze me at how dumb they actually are. And I'm talking about the both of them. I mean, we talking about two of them. Normally, what happens is that you will have two people, and they'll be of different intellects, varying intellects, who are an expert in some subject matter, right? Somebody knows something about something, basically, right? You don't really get a chance to see two people that don't know shit about shit until you listen to these people here. I mean, you just don't. But that's what we have going on in this call, okay? That's exactly what's happening. Lunar Brain Fireheart is in the building, says, happy Sunday, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. Denise Marie in the house says, hey, Native and Chat. Kyla K is in here, says, happy Strawberry Sunday. Happy Strawberry Sunday to you, Kyla K. All right, and I got Pen Pal 50 making it in before we start this call. So yeah, folks, that's what we're looking at, and that's what we're gonna be looking at. We're gonna explore this jail visit that happened at the end of last year, October 29th and November the 3rd are the two calls. Okay. That girl said, "What? Just wondering, what's the average lifespan of a hen? I'm sick of Sonya." Well, that girl, I don't know the answer to your question. Okay, but what I will tell you is that Sonya is pushing 86, 87 years old. And yeah, so I guess maybe, I don't know, 88, 89 years old. I don't know how long they live. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Mona C Talks, I just resent it. I found a typo in the original email address. I sent it to you. You should have it. Thank you so much, Mona C Talks, for getting that information over to me. I do appreciate that. All righty then. No 504 says, I was looking with the frog light in the daytime yesterday after this call, after this dry call. It's dry, but we gonna watch. Look at what we gonna. I'm gonna point out some things to y'all about Sonya. That's just something wrong. Something wrong. Something wrong. Something is not. It's just not. Nope. Something ain't right. Okay, but we gonna get into this one. And it is kind of dry, but at the same time, it's entertaining. Let's listen.
Hello.
How you doing?
Fine. How are you?
Good.
I don't know. I just got. But
Now, for those of you all who wonder why you keep seeing this picture of Alfalfa, first of all, it's not Alfalfa. It is Sonya in her growing years, okay? This is Sonya when she was a preteen, all right? Now, I want y'all to look at her head in this picture, okay? You see the head right now? Do you see the head? You see it? Okay, and then y'all wonder why I put this up in comparison. Now, tell me if these motherfuckers ain't got the same damn hairline. I'm just saying, just tell me I'm wrong. All right, tell me I'm wrong about it. Look at little Sonya. Look at big Sonya. Okay, are we not seeing the similarities in the ball pattern? Are we not seeing the similarities? I'm gonna show y'all one more time. Okay, all right. You see, maybe the freckles might look. All right, now look at the top of the head. Look at it. All righty. Okay, does that answer the question? Hopefully it does. Well, I just wanted to clear that up quickly. All right. Same god doggone. Look at this. You can see it. All right. As long as y'all can see it. Okay. All right. Now, hello, Chick-fil-A girl says I'm just supporting from the bushes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Real says definitely the same teeth. I'm telling you, it's the same person. All right. I'm telling you, it's the same person. All right. Talks with TK is in the building. Hello, Talks with TK. How are you? Say J says Alfalfa has more hair on his forehead, but them eyebrows and goofy grins are the same. Look, Say J, what I'm saying is that this is a younger picture. All right. We all had more hair when we were kids, including me. Okay. That's what I'm trying to show you. After the years, it's kind of eroded. It's kind of dissolved, evaporated. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. So this is a younger version with more hair. Of course, you got more hair when you're a kid, except unless you're Charlie Brown. But other than that, every other kid, of course, you got more hair. But after a while, AW, you start to look like Sonya. And I don't know what the hell is happening with the side of this chick head. Okay. So this is how we're starting, folks. This is how we are starting. Let's listen to the initial conversation.
I gotta fix myself. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you. Good to see you.
I was gonna throw my hair up in a ponytail, but then I'm like, eh.
Now, my hair experts out there, again, I am not good with hair. All right. Okay. All right. Well, can anybody explain to me what the fuck is going on the side of her head right now? What are those painted on edges? Are those the painted on edges that y'all telling me about? Is that what that is? Can anybody help me with this? Miss HLS, you seem to have very nice hair. Can you tell me what the hell is happening on this heifer's head right now? Is there anybody? Anybody? AW, that girl, the real VB, is mad about music. Happy to be happy. Hello, happy to be happy. How are you? Okay, Say J says she's using dye or something. Okay. She's using dye. And what is it, like a paintbrush? How the hell how do you get it to look like that? And why does she think that in October of 2024 that's a look that she should be sporting outside of the house? Paint it on. Okay. All right. So Ms. HLS says she sprayed them on. Pre-Pony Waller Williams said, I see the drawn or painted on. Okay, painted on. Okay. Shoe polish. Chick-fil-A guy said it's shoe polish. Okay. All right. Okay. Because see, that's not how human hair grows out of your head. It doesn't grow like that. All flat and shit. Like, what the hell is happening? I don't know. I don't know. AW says she used some spray on hair dye to cover her bald spots. But I can still see them. AW. I can still see the damn ball. I can see her head. Like her skin. And is that foundation on her face? What is happening with Sonya right now? Right now, Sonya looks a little creepy. Okay. If we're being completely honest and completely real about this right now, Sonya looks a little creepy. In this particular shot, she's got the bags under her eyes. Her skin looks very pale. I don't know if that's a foundation. I don't know if that's makeup. Her hair looks like it is deceiving her because it's not deceiving us. Okay. The only black but not bitter says auxiliary hair sponsored by Kiwi Shoe Polish. Ooh. 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 My. Pecan Tan says on one of the video calls, she says she looks bald headed. That's right. She was right about. She ain't right about a lot of stuff. Pecan Tan. She was right about that part. Tanya B here says Casper the Bitter Ghost. Tanya B here. I got another name for her. It is the First Pancake. If you all listen to this call, you'll know what I'm referencing, but I am calling her now Sonya the First Pancake. All right. Well, you'll get that reference in a minute if you have not seen this yet. That girl says she's using a Clear People foundation. She's white. She does declare that in a little while, doesn't she? Yep, she does. Chick-fil-A girl says Mother Jefferson had risen again. I mean, look, she looks like, I know the whole thing about the age is, her whole life is not looking old, but she's not doing a good job of not looking old, y'all. She looks to be an 80-year-old woman. I ain't playing. And that's not a diss to 80-year-old women, but she damn sure don't look 12. Like Mr. Pervert on the right said. Mr. Pervert said that she looked 12. She don't look 12. If you see a 12-year-old that look like this, get them to rehab quickly. Quickly. Okay? I'm just saying. Pen Pal 50 said her face and neck don't match. They don't. Chocolate Drop says she looked like a sick dwarf. That is a that is so we got what? Sleepy, Sneezy, Bashful, Doc. I guess she would be bitter. Would she be Bitter the dwarf? I'm just saying. Bitter the dwarf is who we are looking at. Leo lady said rehab, not the doctor. Yeah, no, she do need to get something wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Ms. HLS, unfortunately, I am not able to zoom in, but and I'm glad that I'm not, because that would be weird. Talks with TK say Cracky the dwarf. Ms. HLS said Dopey the dwarf. Yes, indeed. Texas Toy says she gives me Sophia Latrillo in 90s clothing. Wow. Sonya, do better. Just do better. If you're gonna come out here in these YouTube streets, do better.
I ain't gonna worry about it. How are you?
What you say? You saying about your what now?
Okay. Hey, Lynn. Nothing. This is when I'm usually at the most.
Oh, this time of day.
No, this phone is the one I used to always be at when like 2 years ago when I used to always come.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How you feel?
Oh, I feel better now that you came to take your time to see me. Yeah, ain't nothing going on. Yeah, I feel much better,
See her right here? It looked like she got like a thing going on, like it's a design. Is that a design? Did somebody like draw something on that side, or is that more the shoe polish? Because if the shoe polish is supposed to be covering shit, it ain't doing its job. It's not working. It's not working. Okay. It's not working. I see everything going on. It looked like she got her initials on the side of her head. I don't understand what's going on, y'all. This is confusing. Leo Lady 251 says, Yvette, tell your friend that's the wrong shade. She looks like death. Yvette, are you listening? We trying to look out for your people when they go onto the YouTube streets, because she looks a mess right now. She looks a mess, Yvette. You gonna let your friend look like this, Yvette? Huh? Ms. HLS says, OMG, she has no hair on the side with the part. Why would you part it right there if there's no hair, Ms. HLS? I don't understand what is happening right now. This always happens when we get this god doggone video visit. I don't know. Chick-fil-A girl says, basically, he still feels like a loser and a fool. And he should. Bookman says, so she says, sponsored by the Kiwi Company. That's that old school shoe polish right there, that Kiwi. Ms. HLS says she has a 2-inch ball spot on the part side. Yeah. Could have easily put on a hat. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that there's a hat somewhere in that house with the dirty dishes and the cups in the freezer. I'm pretty sure that there is a hat that was available to wear on this visit, damn it. I know it was. Had to be. Your friendly neighborhood cupcakes is in the house. Says, hey, y'all. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? Your friendly neighborhood cupcakes. Thank you so much for being here. Talks with TK says she got the Acorn projects cut and she ain't even from Acorn. Wow. Look, you know, the Acorn cut, you know, they got somebody unalived in that movie. CW says, good afternoon, everyone. Hello, CW. How are you? Chick-fil-A gal says cups in the freezer equals roaches, in my opinion. Absolutely it does. The hell you got cups in the freezer for? Tanya B says, at Native Tribe Urban Media, notice in this call she works against him discussing the ambulance, and if you break the law you shouldn't have a co-defendant, and a few other things that supporters shouldn't say. Oh, we gonna get into all that, Tanya B. We gonna get into all that. See, I be trying to tell Nesto and his people, if they listen, because you know Dre like to listen to us. I be trying to tell them that this heifer right here ain't nothing but trouble. Ain't nothing but trouble. But listen, let's listen to the things they have to say.
Yeah, feel much better.
Gotta see your people.
Yeah, that's all. Just make sure there's some motion going on. So how you feeling? How everything going in your life?
Everything is good in the hood.
You ain't in no hood now. Not in no hood.
Everything is good in my hood. Let's say that. Everything is good in my hood. We're all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No complaints, I guess. Just waiting for, I guess, next month we got court.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll be here. It'll be here when they get here. Then that's all I can say. I am the last person in this dormitory that ain't went nowhere. So.
Really?
Yeah, everybody gone. I mean, it's new people in here, but
yes, I know, right?
Yeah.
What?
Hey, man, it is what it is.
That's like the worst feeling when people be just leaving and not going up the road leaving, but when they be like going home, he just be like, I'm happy for you, but I'm like, why am I?
Sonia, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to hear that. Now, he's not going to tell you he doesn't want to hear that, Sonia, but I'm almost positive that somebody who tells you that they are the last one in the dorm, everybody else is gone, right? I'm almost positive that somebody in that position does not want to hear, that must be the worst feeling when everybody's leaving and going home and you still there. That's got to be like, why am I still here? Nobody wants to hear that, son. You are the worst at cheering somebody up, because I was told that you were just here trying to raise the black man's spirit. Nothing would bring my spirit down more than you putting in my face and rubbing in the fact that I'm still here after I just told you that in a very somber tone. It's called reading the room, is what it's called, okay? Juju D in the building. Hello, Juju D. How are you? I got Dr. Charles is in the building. Says, happy Sunday, Native and Tribe. How are you? Ms. HLS says, and that shirt is not supposed to be tucked in. She's so country. She is rather country. Hey, let's talk about it all. Says she can't wear a hat in there, can she? Hell, I don't see why not. She wore that damn Pep Boys outfit. And I think I've seen people in hats in the background, I believe. Whenever she's sitting in that area where you can see behind her, I believe that people do wear. I mean, I wouldn't see why she wouldn't be able to. I don't know. I don't know the rules. I ain't never been in jail, so. Leo later said, "Woo, that's a big patch missing." Yvette, tell her to part it differently. There is a lady in New Orleans that can hook her up without a soul in. Leo lady, how in the hell is she gonna get to New Orleans? She broke. Rody Love says fun with dummies. That's what we have. We having fun with dummies. Okay. We're having fun with dummies. Your friendly neighborhood cupcake says, how insensitive can she be? Can you imagine that you are already going through a hard time, right? And you tell somebody about the hard time that you're going through, and instead of them saying, I understand, you have every right to feel like that. Nah, they double down on what you just said. Everybody just leaving and leaving and leaving and leaving and leaving, and you still there. If you don't shut the hell up, that's what somebody that was a real gangster would have said. But look at Dummy over here. Dummy over here on the right side of the screen ain't got no comeback for that bullshit. None at all. The real VB says she's the worst. She is absolutely the worst. She is the worst. I'm telling you. Just leaving and leaving and leaving and leaving, and you still there. Hello, Ms. Mesmerized says she's useless. She absolutely is useless. I mean, Miss HLS says, I think she's won a hat there before. I think I remember that. I believe so. Ramaya Sharon says, someone said the PCFP chat Sonya looked like Apocalypto. Yes, indeed. Okay, all right. The real VB says she's worn a baseball cap before. Yeah, she needs to wear hats. She does. She needs to wear hats. Okay. A hat should always be like by her, on her, something. Right? Yeah. Attitude and Tylenol says those tired weaves doubles as a hat. Damn it, Attitude and Tylenol. I guess it does because it covers up her head, huh? Okay, let's listen.
I'm still here.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah.
Right.
So, did you go see your boy last night? He was in town.
Now, I'm not saying that you all should cut this, use it as a thumbnail to troll her. I'm not saying that this screenshot should be screenshotted and saved, and then when you go to troll her, you would have this as a screen. I'm not saying that. I'm not telling anybody to use this particular still for any nefarious reasons. All right. Now, if you choose to do that, that's on you. All right. But I'm not saying that you would want to take this goofy looking picture and save it. Okay. That's not what I'm telling you all to do at this moment. We are all grown and I ain't nobody daddy. Okay. But if you decide that you want to take a screenshot, as I'm doing at this moment, okay, and you want to use this for anything that you want to use it for, I'm not encouraging that. All right. Native Tribe Urban Media is not responsible for any usage of screenshots or still shots. I just wanted to put out that disclaimer. All right. Okay. Okay, Tanya B. Okay. Dr. Charles, I'm not telling nobody to take this goofy looking screen. I'm not saying that. It's not what I'm telling you all to do. I don't endorse that behavior. Okay. But if you do it quickly because we're about to move on. But I just wanted to stop right here. Okay. I just wanted to stop right. Kimmy K, I just wanted to stop right here. Okay. And let you all see this. Okay. All right. Jackson Tabasco has made it into the building. Hello, Jackson Tabasco. How are you? All right, y'all. We're going to move on from here. Now, anybody that wanted to get this screenshot, I hope you got it. Okay. All right. Let's move on.
No. He back in town?
Yeah, he was in town now. He was at a church conference. Yeah, then he had another one in Georgia Tech.
They usually send me a text to for whatever. That's how I knew about JD Vance's thing, because they sent me a text, an invite. Oh, she got a baby. She got a newborn.
These still shots are priceless. Okay. These skill shots are priceless. Now, I myself, okay, real said, damn, these two are unattractive. I myself, now I'm gonna be a little greedy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna take this one myself. Okay. Now anybody else that want this one, you know, you might want to go ahead and grab it. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna take this one. Okay. All right. All right. This is just what happens when you have to go visit your boyfriend on Sundays. You know, you get on camera looking crazy and you make all these crazy ass faces, and people might just save them, Sonya. That's just what that people got that that's their prerogative. That's their prerogative. They can take these shots like this. Okay. All right. Now to some more let me see. All right. To some serious business. All right. Shirley's divorce finally says, please keep my dad in prayer. He went home yesterday on hospice care. We are praying for comfort and enjoying the time we have left with him. So look, listen, Shirley's divorce finally. Check this out. I went through the exact same thing. All right. Not knowing how much time my dad had left. You just had a feeling. So I understand exactly what you, your family, everybody's going through. We will definitely lift you up in prayer. We will, take a moment just to pray for you and what you're going through with your dad with that. And yes, absolutely enjoy the time. Enjoy the time because those memories will be invaluable down the line. Trust me, trust me, trust me. They absolutely will. So everybody, let's take a few seconds and we're just gonna lift up Shirley's dad, Shirley's divorce family's dad. We're gonna lift up the family and everybody around them because this can be a very tough time. But we are praying for strength. We're praying for mental stability. So everybody, let's just take a moment for Shirley's divorce family's dad. Okay. Listen. Shirley's divorce finally. Listen. If you are here for a distraction, we are here for that. Okay. So we are going to keep you lifted and we are going to stand in love with you and with your family. All right. And we are going to get on with the show so that we can get you some laughs going. At least you can be distracted for just a few hours with us and just have some fun with us. Okay. That is what we are going to do. All right. So Say says, okay, all girls practice their looks in the mirror. We all made a point to remember the unflattering looks. Why does she keep the unflattering looks and chuck the others? She only has an unflattering look, Say. What make you think there's a good look in the mirror? What make you think that? That's not a thing. It's not a thing for her, Say. It's really not. This is from Tanya B. Tanya B says, I've been there with my dad at Shirley's divorce. Finally, I cared for him in my home for years, and he started hospice in my home, then finally went to a facility the last 2.5 weeks. Yes. I went through something similar to that. Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. We can relate. We can absolutely relate. Ms. Nisi says, you would think by the date of this visit, she would know better. I think she loves everyone talking about her, even if it's negative. It makes her feel important. Not. I mean, look, it's a thing. We talk about her. I love it when she does shit like that. Look at her, Ms. Nisi. Look at her. This is somebody's grandmother. This is somebody's mother that's out here in public, out here looking like this. And yes, she does need to untuck that shirt. It looks country as shit. Let me see. Absolutely. Sure. No thanks needed over here. No thanks needed. This is what we do. All right. All right. Let's listen to some more of this nonsense. Yeah. Let's listen to some more of this nonsense.
A newborn. Oh, they let newborns in here now? I didn't know that. Oh.
Got a newborn.
Did you see that robot out there? They said they got robots in here now.
They got robots here?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see robots.
Yeah, so someone in the front.
Somewhere in the.
Hey, what is that on her face? Hold on, y'all. What is this on her face?
No, I didn't see.
Is that what is that? What do y'all see that mark? Y'all see like that black mark? The stain right here? What is that? No, seriously. Texas Toy, what the hell is that? Chick-fil-A girl, do you see this? Or is this isn't something on my screen, is it? What the fuck is that? Aquarius Base said bad makeup. What kind of black makeup was she up? Or was that part of the dye or the kiwi shoe polish that got on her face? Like, what is that's hair? That can't be hair. It's all the way by her eye. It goes all the way to her eye damn near. What is that? Is it the glare from the no, that's on her face because it moves with her. Hold on. Judy Griffith, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Cindy Lou Who from Whoville. That's an insult to the Whoville people, okay? All right. Bad makeup. TDC said that's hair. That cannot be hair. It looks like Portia Matthews says the baby smacked her again. Portia Matthews, are you referring to this? Is that what you're referring to? You're referring to this, Portia Matthews? The baby smacked her again. Portia Matthews, my goodness. I can't believe you said that today, Portia Matthews. It's Sunday, okay? We don't want to remind Sonya that the baby punched her in the face or was about to. That girl said wrong color foundation. But do you see how it goes in a really weird, I don't know. It goes in a really, really weird pattern over here. Sonya's boot says beauty mark. She has no beauty, so there can't be a mark. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I don't know what the hell. Real says it's semen. Real, I was trying not to laugh. I really was. I was trying to keep my laughter under control right then, and I couldn't. I couldn't. Yeah, I tried. I really did try. Leo lady said blush gone wrong. Oh my god! I guess something went wrong. Something went wrong. Hey, let's talk about it all. It says dye from her head. I'm thinking that too, because why is it black and spread almost to her eye? You right. Wait, hold on. Texas Toy. Wait on. Hold on. Texas Toy said no. Ms. HLS says above and below they are different colors. Yeah, it is. Oh my god. Is she decomposing? What the fuck, Ms. HLS? That is awful. Attitude and Tylenol, thank you so much for the super chat. Says my GA tax dollars are housing this unfortunate face relationship I'm writing Governor Kemp in the morning because I'm tired of paying for this idiot's cologne flavored bread. If you want me to sign the petition, Attitude and Tylenol, I'm glad to do that. That yes. This is, but you're right. You're right. We're paying for this housing, and this is bad. This is bad. Chocolate Drop says it's dirt. She was rolling around in the dirt. What the hell? What the hell? Boys Nana, hello. Thank you so much for being here. Tanya be here. It looks like she's decomposing right in front of us. It does. She does not look like she has very long to live. My God. Oh, let's get this off the screen.
Yeah, so somewhere in the front.
Somewhere in the front, there's a.
See, Black but not better. You see how it moves with her, so it can't be a glare. Like it's on her face, and she man, she looks bad. She looks really, really bad.
Robot?
Yeah, that goes around in jail and stuff. Yeah, that's all. That's all in the newspaper.
I would appreciate a robot because they wouldn't be in their feelings. It would just be, this is how you treat everybody. And that'd be that. You know, they wouldn't have no emotions. Sometimes the people in their emotions is what hurt situations more than just being rational and just going in there and just, this is what it is. These are the rules. This is what you're allowed to do. This is what you're not allowed to do. And that's that.
So did you get your car fixed, straightened out?
No, it's got to go back today because they said they got to have it for 2 days. So
A soft place to land says, excuse me, I have a question. Why is it that Sonya already looks like she's smelling burned cabbage? Asking for a friend. I don't know. She thinks that this is, the way that you're supposed to look. I think that she thinks that it's sexy to have super big bags under your eyes. I think that she believes that it's sexy to have half of your head missing when you come out the house. I think she thinks all of these things are sexy and is turning Nesto on. Little does she know Nesto has pictures of Gary with the T to do that. Okay. But I don't know the answer to your question. I don't know. Boys Nana says, I noticed Sonya tips are different sizes. I don't. There's a lot going on here. There is a lot going on here. Coffee's Brewing says, my God, she hates people. She really does. She hates people. She hates people. And you know what? Her affiliation with Trump, J.D. Vance, the whole Republican Party would indicate that she hates people because they hate people, which is why they've been doing people the way they've been doing people since this administration has begun. So, yes, she does hate people. Coffee's Brewing. Absolutely. Chick-fil-A gal says, because she burnt her weave on the way up there. She was burning the weave on the way. My God. My God. Virtuous Sinner says, allegedly, Ernest is an informant for the man. Tell me more, Virtuous Sinner. I would love to know more about that. Texas Toy says, Sonya is a mega welfare queen. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Let's listen to some more.
So we're going to drop it off today and then go. It's 3, what is it called? When a factory
I know it's saying. Oh,
she's so smart, she can't recall the word recall. Sonya, it's a factory recall. It's not even a big word. I know you struggle with the big words, but damn, you sound clown. What's it called? The factory it's the recall. Now, here's the thing, Sonya. If you have a problem remembering recall, all you have to do is remember that your boyfriend has a RICO. Okay. Now, when you're having trouble, because see, this is a technique that a lot of teachers use. All right. It's association. So if you want to associate recall with RICO, all right, because if you recall, you didn't really know that there was going to be a RICO. So anytime you can't remember recall, just remember that your boyfriend, Ernest Williams, you know, they say he nasty. All you got to do is just remember recall and RICO, because right now you're struggling. Your brain is not working all the way. It's a factory recall, Sonya. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Just wanted to, it's a factory recall. That's what it is. It's not a big word. Not a big word at all.
Talking about
3 of those.
Recalls.
3 recalls. Yeah, it's 3 recalls, and we got to get those addressed. But they said they need the car for 2 days in order to do that. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to get you a loan car and all that?
I forgot to ask about that. Yvette was saying something about that yesterday, and I'm used to it at the BMW dealership and at the Audi dealership, but I didn't know Ford does that because, he only had a Mustang. So I guess if it's 2 days and it's on them, maybe they should, right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Would Ford do that?
Yeah, they do.
I just thought that was high-end vehicles.
She just thought it was high-end vehicles, y'all. See, Sonya is so high-end that she didn't know that if you had a Ford, just a Ford, the common people's car, a Ford, Sonya didn't know that you could get a loaner car if you just had a measly Ford. Yeah. Even though Yvette was saying something about that yesterday, Yvette was telling her the exact same thing, but she couldn't remember a recall, and she didn't know if Fords, you could get a you could get a loaner car. She didn't know that. She thought it was only for high-end cars, Real. Okay. Real says he knows all about vehicles because he's allegedly a car thief. He does. He knows all about cars. He does. I'm just saying. Chocolate Drop. She didn't know that if you had a Ford, that you were eligible for a loaner vehicle. That was only on the high-end cars. Make it rain. Okay. Only on the high-end cars. Yeah. Yeah. D-Dub says a Ford like his raggedy F-350, the one with the oil leak. The one with the oil leak. That one. Yeah. The woman he chose says she's so high-end, she's living off the government. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Only high-end cars, the woman he chose. Yeah. Yeah. Only us common folks, we don't know if we can get we don't know if we could get, a high-end car. We know that.
No, that's not true. No.
I mean, I don't know.
No. They give you one if they got one available. Most time they'll schedule it and make sure they got one available for you. And to bring your car in to be worked on. Then they'll switch you out like that. Yeah. So that's how they go. Mm-hmm. So your hair look nice today. That's so wonderful.
It's just pulled back into a ponytail.
Yeah, but you ain't got your friend with you.
Whoa. Did you what?
There you go. Mm-hmm. So your hair look nice today. That's so wonderful.
It's just pulled back into a ponytail.
Yeah, but you ain't got your friend with you.
Y'all, look at that. Yvette, Yvonne, Maddie, anybody that know this helper, Sylvia, somebody, tell her to get a bigger paintbrush. God, what the y'all, look at that shit. It's gone. Y'all, it's so gone. Rhodey Love. Look, Rhodey Love. Rhodey Love said, why do it bother me so bad when she points that finger? Because it looks disgusting. That's why. Leo Lady, what the hell? Miss HLS, it looked like she ran out of spray. It looked like it's the last of the spray. What the fuck, y'all? Oh my God. Sonya. Now look, Sonya, I know you say that we pick on you and we bully or whatever. That's not what we're doing. But Sonya, I think that honestly and truly, like even you looking at yourself in this particular still shot, even you has to admit that looks a fucking mess. Like you can't even deny that this looks a fucking mess. Come on, Sonya. Yo, Ms. HLS, she need if you don't have a subscription, like where they send you 2 or 3 cans of the spray like a month or something, Sonya, you need to switch up your plan. You can't just come out willy-nilly like this. You look a damn fool right now. Bright boys, now that the whole side is gone. Yes. Dr. Charles, he did just call her ponytail her friend. Your friend ain't with you today. Yo, Jackson Tabasco, that's all that's over there is shade. It's just shady over there because ain't no hair. Oh my God. Hey, Muffin 218, how are you? I don't know, boys. Now I don't know, but whatever it is, there wasn't enough of it applied. Do y'all see this? The fuck? And he is cracking all the way up. He said, I like your hair. That's a wonderful. And then immediately starts laughing. Ladies, I'm going to tell you what, if there's a man in your life and that man attempts to give you a compliment and immediately after said compliment starts to laugh, I like your hair. I like your new outfit. Let me tell you something. That means that man does not like shit that you got on. That man does not like your hair. That's exactly what that means. But dummy on the left side of the screen don't know that dummy on the right side of the screen is giving said shade that Jackson Tabasco pointed out. The fuck chocolate drop? What the hell? I don't understand Pen Pal 50. I don't understand. Ooh, whoa, wow, man. Sonya, just go ahead and go bald. Just go ahead and go bald. Okay? Just let it go. I think you ought to let it go. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at me. Look at me, Sonya. I'm bald. I'm bald up here. It's good. It's okay. It's a nice life. I am low maintenance. I ain't trying to fool nobody when I go outside, okay? I ain't combing shit over, and I damn sure don't need no sprays and shoe polish, Sonya. Come on over here to the other side. You'll be more comfortable. All right? Lord have mercy. That laugh was, look, Ms. HLS said that laugh was diabolical. Now look, he's giving her a compliment, and for whatever reason, it turns into an all-out comedy show. Watch.
Available for you. And to bring your car in to be worked on, then they'll switch you out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how they go. Mm-hmm. So your hair look nice today. That's wonderful.
Look at him. Look at him. Look, he know damn well. Look at the look on his face, y'all. He know damn well he was cracking a joke right there. There's nothing sincere about. Look, I like it. It's a wonderful. It's a wonderful. It's a wonderful, Ms. HLS. Look at him. He does not mean this shit at all. That's a wonderful. No, look, the only black man I've been. That's a wonderful. That's a wonderful what? He can't even finish his joke because he ready to start laughing. And look over at Dummy on the left. Dummy on the left is trying to see, does he really mean it or not? Dummy on the left don't know what the hell to think right now. It's a wonderful. That's a wonderful, Pen Pal. Science Boo says long hair or short hair, the result is the same. It's a wonderful. That's a wow. I like your hair. That's a wonderful. Now look, look at the look on his face. He was like, I gotta. That heifer looks stupid as hell. That's what. Yeah. No. That's a wonderful. Ms. HLS. Now they're gonna laugh about it because she feels awkward and she feels ridiculous because deep down she knows that he hates her hair. But look how awkward she's looking right now because she doesn't know what that's a wonderful means.
It's just pull back into a ponytail.
Yeah, but you ain't got your friend with you.
No, I don't have my friend with me. I just got the weave. The weave jump off is not here today. I just,
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't say that. You said that. Now I just want to make sure. I didn't say that. You said that.
Become a smart weave. My weave ponytail. I don't touch my hair for days. I gotta comb my hair every day when it's like this. Or it was down this morning, but it didn't look right.
It didn't look right this morning, Sonya, but it looked right now. Sonya, you saying that at this morning it didn't look right, but right now it looks right. Is that what you're saying? That from the morning time to now, Lord have mercy. From the morning time to now, Sonya, you saying that now it looks right. It was worse than this in the morning. Aquarius Bay, my tie, Ms. HLS. She's saying that it looked worse than this in the morning. And now it looks right. Is that it? Is that it? Chocolate Drop said bald-headed Betty Boop. Chocolate Drop, I'm trying to understand. How much worse could this shit be in the morning than it is right now? I'm just saying. I don't understand what the hell else. What, you didn't have the part in it this morning? Like, what the fuck could be worse than it is right now? I don't know. I'm confused.
Oh, okay. So is life treating you as well as you want it to be right now? You think it should be better? Or you can fix some things? It's a lot going on out there. It's a lot.
Things that I can control, fine. You know, things that I cannot control, it's a mess. You know, everything out there is a mess. Inside my walls of my home, everything's great.
Okay.
Bills are paid.
Okay.
You know, house clean.
Well, you got what you got going on.
I don't know. Cups are in the freezer. Baby's punching me in the face. We got evidence that everything ain't going exactly the way she wanted to go. So we got let's go down the list. Baby punching me in the face. We got my alleged friend putting pictures like this of me up on the internet. We got Tomas dropping out of school and then going back and getting his master's in the matter of months. Still hanging out with this lady. Yeah, life is good. Yeah, life is good. Little black boy, what you think? What you think, little black boy? Okay, no. Okay. I didn't think so, little black boy, but that's what she said. Okay, that's what she said. I'll give it up for my co-host, little black boy. Okay. Yeah, so baby calling a bish. Thank you, ATR. Only Echo knows. Baby calling a bish. You know. Virtuous Center says she want to be light skinned so bad. She do. She want to be light skinned. Yeah. Yes, Granny the Great. Nesto did call the ponytail her friend. The real VB, what did I miss about these cups in the freezer? So when there's one of the tablet visits, one of Katie's friends is over there and he's looking for a cup, and she says, "Are there no cups in the dishwasher?" And he was like, "No." And then she said, "Okay, well, are there any cups in the freezer?" So apparently, instead of ice, they freeze their cups and just put them in the freezer and then use them that way. So yeah, that's what that was about. The real BB. Yeah. Lion's mom says, "I respect Sonya's edges. They said they weren't going to stick around and be involved in this shit show with Nesto. You know, they did. They left. They left a long time ago. They left a long time ago." Cotton Candy Curls in the building says, "Hello, Native and family. Hello, Cotton Candy Girls. Cotton Candy Curls. How are you doing today?" All right. Yeah. Off of me says a surplus of Alfredo sauce in the pantry. I can't lie about that. That's very good. Miss Boogie Down says the bitch ain't clean, nor is her house, that she doesn't have bills or not being paid because she ain't got no money. The lies she tells. You know she lying. We know she lying. We know how she living. We know how she living. Sonya's boot says, "What kind of country shit is that? Cups in the freezer." I don't know, but what I do know is that the dishes weren't washed and there were no cups. And so she told the dude to get a cup out the freezer. And there was no cups in the freezer either. So I don't know how that worked out. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Sonya's Boo said you couldn't put a cup in Ruth's refrigerator. You couldn't put no cups in my mom's refrigerator. Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. Go wash. Do the wash. Wash dishes, Sonya. Let's listen to Great Value Sade and see what else she's gonna lie about.
Whatever that I can control is cool. Things that I can't control, we can't stress it. You just have to wait it out. Wait for the season to change. When the season change, we'll be good. Let's just turn this way. Missy cheeks.
Oh, it's everything. It's the same. Yeah, because they going again about the little barbershop thing. So I'm not gonna. It's their jail. This ain't my jail. Right. I'm just temporarily sitting here for a minute. Yeah.
I don't know, Nesto. I think you qualified. Look, Nesto, you said earlier, I'm the only one left. I'm the only one here. Everybody else then left, and some new people that came in. I'm gonna say, Nesto, that it is your jail. I mean, I know it's not nothing really to be proud of. I mean, it's not like owning a Subway franchise, but at the same time, Nesto, I'm gonna say that this is your jail. I mean, you know everybody, you know the staff. The staff know you. You know, you kind of OGing it in there right now. Kid and Punch Candy gone home. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, you the last survivor. You the last Mohican. Jet Black Straight. I'm gonna say that. That is his jail. You see what I'm saying? This ain't my jail. Shit, you been there long enough, nigga. But I think it is. I do. So don't count yourself short, Nesto. One day you too will be a trustee. You're gonna be handing out the trays and shit. Just keep hope alive, Nesto. Keep hope alive.
That's it. So
passing through. I'm gonna get the fuck out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's always worse.
Yeah, this is true. This is very, very, very true.
Thank you, Shay. Shout out for Shay.
They're trying to take out
G7. Saving us from that shit.
Mm. Mm.
And then the UN, and then push them out to just dissolve all of that. That's crazy though.
Mm. So what happened with what happened with the young guy they said they picked up down in Florida? That's all. Yeah, because that's all they talk about in here. The young boys do. They know before it even hit the news.
So it looks very bad, but we don't know what evidence they actually have, other than the person telling, and you know, and then they said plane tickets. So again, you can only go to court. Wait till it play out in court to see what's what, because you got people that are jealous. When it's like you got to be very careful about people that snitch on you when you came up with them and now you're up here, millionaire status. The person they said that told on him was a person he took care of in jail for 12 years. And then when he got out, he got him a car and a house. Now, I don't know what level of car and house he got him.
It's a higher level than your car and house, Sonya. Okay. It's a higher level of car and house than what you have currently. And I'm just thinking that Nesto is probably thinking about Erica Kane as she's telling this story about people that snitch on you, that you took care of, and y'all did your crimes together and everything. I'm pretty sure right now the thought is on Erica Kane, Erica Rothschild, Erica Hewley. I'm pretty sure that that's what he's thinking about right now. Mm-hmm. Bridget girl, Sonya, you sound dumb. She sound clown right now. She sound clown. All right. Talks with TK says great value. Sade is taking me out. Look, it's great value. Like if you can't afford the real Sade, you go get you one of these to fill in. Okay, talks with TK. All right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you. Jennifer says, I know she hasn't given commentary on his case. Is she? It's a sin. It's a sin. Won't the bloggers do it? No, look, she's actually not. She's talking about another case, actually. Now, she is going to talk about his case in a very weird way, but and the way she's going to talk about it is so ironic. Even Nesto is going to point it out, but that's not in this one. So, Jennifer, that is coming. That is coming. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame says people jealous of a criminal. Sign you sound clown, right? Chocolate Drop says, coming from someone who only watches cartoons. Yep. All right, let's listen.
But sometimes people feel like you live like that, I should live like that. You get me? Even though.
Hold on. The boy number, how old is he?
He's in his 20s.
He in his 20s, sir.
Late 20s. But he's been a top rapper for, I want to say, at least 5 years.
Oh, okay. They say
he's a millionaire. He got millions.
Okay.
The dude, he got millions. Yeah. He ain't broke by far. You got little you got these people that just do mixtapes and YouTube videos that got money that aren't even really signed to a major label. that don't do concerts and tours with the magnitude of what he's doing that's got money. He's got money because he does like huge concerts. You know, he's a top rapper. Yeah, he's top. He's up there. I don't think he does with Travis Scott because Travis Scott's got a mixed crowd. He's got shitload of whites, shitload of.
Ain't she 60? Why is she still listening to rap? I mean, listen, I'm not saying that there's an age limit, but damn it, there's only certain rap that I'm going to listen to at this point in my life, and it's the rap that's already happened and Kendrick Lamar. That's basically it. Like, why is she like, oh, he's a top rapper? And ain't she 60, 65? Don't she got an AARP card? Shout out to AARP saving folks like my mama some money. And I'm going to tell you right now, my mama don't know who none of these people are. I just introduced my mama to Kendrick Lamar when I went home a couple weeks ago. My mama don't keep up with that. How she know who the top rappers are? I'm just saying. TDC says this 95-year-old granny knows all the rappers, all of them. And she knows the top one. He's a top rapper at TDC. Just a top rapper. Now, Aquarius Bay, K-Dot is for everybody, okay? K-Dot is for everybody, okay? Hello, Miss Red. Thank you so much for being here today. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. Jackson Tabasco says 60 and ignorant. So it would seem. So it would seem. I don't know who she talking about, Leo lady. I really don't. I don't know. I have no idea. But we'll see what top rap. I think they talk about it. Let's see. Hold on.
Black shitload of others. Lil Durk's got, you know, this I think and others, but mainly his following I think is predominantly black. I don't think he's as big as you know, some of them, but he is up there. He's in the millions. He does make millions. He might not be worth 50 million, but he's worth some millions. Yeah, he got money. And a lot of these people that grow up with you be feeling like, you know, you need to put me down, even though he took care of the guy. That's the one who they said told on him, the one he took care of and looked out for. They saying that's the one who snitched, and that's crazy.
Wow. Okay, then.
They say you got to watch the ones in your circle. You know, it's not the ones that admire you. It's the one that envy you. I think Birdman said that. He said you got to watch the ones that's in your circle. That's who you got to watch. Them be the ones that do the most damage because they're close to you. They know the most, and they sitting back, not saying everything they feel and feeling some type of way.
Sounds like Lamont to me. I don't know how y'all feel about what she's saying, but it sounds like Lamont to me. How many of y'all think that this look on Nesto's face right now is that he is thinking about Earl Lamont Dunbar, who was in his circle, right? Probably got a little jealous because, you know, he got the hot friend and the wife, right? Earl Lamont Dunbar is probably the co-defendant. The unindicted one. Yeah, that one. And Nesto, that look on his face right now, he thinking about Earl Lamont Dunbar. Look at him. Look at him. You got to keep your head up, stay prayed up, and keep it pushing. He thinking about all that shit right now. Look at him. Yeah, you ain't smiling no more. You ain't laughing no more, Nesto, now that you thinking about it, huh? Yeah, you ain't heard from him in a little while, huh? Yeah. Lamont telling everything. Keep your head on the swivel. That's right, Pimp. Look, Pen Pal 50 said, keep your head on a swivel. Yep. Natasha Razor Glam says, I'd rather talk about Job than listen to Grandma talking about rappers. You know what, Natasha Razor Glam, you bring up a very good point. Look at the level of conversation we're talking about. I mean, I know we don't have as many Shirley calls as we do Sonya calls, right? But when we listen to Shirley and the things that she would talk about with Nesto, you know, you need to get your record expunged. You know, be encouraged. God is in control. You know, Job went through things and he was a righteous man and all this stuff. Even though Job does not in any way apply to Nesto, it was just the level of conversation was a lot higher. This conversation compared to Shirley's conversation is just, it shows how unintelligent Sonya really is. Now, Shirley, you know, y'all know I ain't the biggest Shirley fan, but I do respect the fact that Shirley tried with her husband. You know, she tried to make it work. She tried to keep him encouraged. This helper right here is sitting up here talking about rappers. Rappers. Okay. They are talking about rappers. But I mean, let it sink in. We're talking about rap music and rappers who done did stuff, and she's talking about the top rappers and who. Come on, man. It does not make sense that this is what he chose. He chose to let Shirley go so that he could talk to her about rappers and Lil Durk, who I could not point out to you if he had on a shirt that said, I'm Lil Durk. I don't know them people. And Nesto don't know them people. But she want to talk about the rappers. That girl says Shirley phone calls were not appreciated. No. Not at all. Aquarius Bay said, but them Shirley calls were some dry ass passionless calls. They were. But I think Aquarius Bay, I believe Shirley isn't going to sit on a recorded line like this little loose heifer right here and talk about her body parts and him telling him that when it get hot, just pat it. That's not the kind of phone call she was having. They were dry, but they were on another level as far as the subject matter. You know what I mean? They were dry because Shirley herself is kind of dry, if we can be completely honest about it. But at least Shirley knew not to get up on these calls and embarrass herself and embarrass her children. She didn't talk about Sheridan as far as her body parts, because Sonya has let us know that her son Thomas has red nipples. It was a different caliber of phone call. It really was. It was a different caliber of conversation than this shit right here. All right. Jackson Tabasco says that Native Tribe Urban Media, you checked on our girl Legacy. Thank you. I have checked on Legacy Moon. If you are concerned about Legacy Moon is resting. She is going to the doctor in the next few days, but right now she's just resting and trying to get her rest because she's been doing a lot lately. So she's just taking some time to rest. But thank you for asking about Legacy Moon, and Legacy Moon will be back very soon. Okay. Shady said not loose. She is loose. You gonna sit up here and talk about what you want to do and how you gonna bounce up and down. Can't wait for him to get out so you can bounce up and down on him and all this shit right here. Yeah, you loose. You can't keep your shit together. And she got loose stools. Shady, the stools are loose too. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Boys Nana says talking to Nesto about rappers' friends, telling them everything on them. Yeah, I mean, she hangs out with rappers that were born in the 80s. Do you know that Diamond, who she's so proud to be friends with, it was born in 1988 when Sonya was clearly in her 30s? Skiller Slaughter says, Shirley said it's levels to this. It is. It's levels to this. And there's a time for everything is what Shirley was really trying to get them to understand. You know, I'm not going to sit up here while we're trying to figure out how to get you out and talk about how we had sex. You know, we're not going to sit around and talk about that right at this moment because this is not the time or the place. Now, when you get out, you know, then yes, maybe so. But no, we're not doing that before now because this is a recorded phone line and it's just not appropriate. Indeed. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yes. Listen, I appreciate everybody that is praying for Legacy Moon. Y'all pray for Legacy. She is trying her best. She misses y'all tremendously and does not want to be away, but I advised her, okay, that she needed to get some rest and that everybody will be here for her when she comes back. But no, she's trying her best to get back. But I told her to just take her time. Like Simone sometimes don't like to listen, but I told her to take her time coming back. So thank y'all for praying for my friend. Kimmy K says, how did Nesto end up with this? It should be studied. I mean, we study it every week. Attitude and Tylenol said, what happened to Legacy? Legacy, nothing happened. She's just not feeling very well. Just got a little bug, but she'll be all right. She will be all right. GC says, am I blocked? You are not blocked, GC. Why would you think that? I would never block GC. You are here and I see you. Jackson Tabasco says she hard-headed like you. Not like me. She not like me. She not like me. But no, she's just resting. She is just resting. Oh, let's listen to some more.
No. Yeah, that's sad. Sad. If it's true, that's just what it's rumored. You know, we on the outside looking in. We don't know, but they're saying that he was the one that snitched and said what he said. You know. So,
well, and also saying
no co-defendants.
Okay.
Hashtag no co-defendants.
So
somebody said that a long time ago.
Hashtag don't commit crimes. Hashtag don't be a career criminal. Hashtag don't go to jail. Because if you follow those hashtags, son, you don't have to worry about a co-defendant. But see, what you're saying is that it's okay to commit the crimes, just don't commit it with nobody else, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hashtag no co-defendant. It's okay to commit crimes as long as you're doing by yourself. Yeah. Texas Toy, that's what, yeah. Texas Toy said, Nesto said he commit crimes alone. That's right. Work in Progress says, surely they're not discussing someone else's business. They must be unhappy. That is what they told us, Work in Progress. They told us that when you sit up and discuss other people's business, that you are nosy and that you don't have a life. There's nothing else going on. There's nothing else on TV, right, Sonia? And that what you told us about your boyfriend? You said if we sit up and discuss Nesto, that we must not have anything going on in our life. Dion even told us that if we sit around and talk about somebody else's business, that we have nothing going on in our life. We ain't got nothing going on. That's what Dion said. Dion said we were some busters. So we must be looking at two busters on the screen right now because they are surely sitting up talking about somebody else's business. I mean, I ain't make the rules, Sonya. You the one made the rules. I'm just going by what you said. All right. I'm just going by what you said. Just saying.
Don't break the law, but if you break the law, no co-defendants. Rules of life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no co-defendants. This guy said that.
How come the rule can't just be don't commit crimes? Why the rest of it got to be a rule of life? That sounds like a rule of survival for criminals instead of a rule of life. See, we are all law-abiding citizens. Have we caught tickets? Absolutely, we have. Have we had to go pay fines? We have. You know, did some of us get in some trouble when we was kids? Yeah. But see, to be a career criminal and then have to have a code to live by as that career criminal, hashtag no co-defendants is kind of crazy. It's kind of ghetto and it's kind of stupid. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know.
Shit on Instagram, I think. The other day too, he was like, no co-defendants. There's one dude when I was living in Detroit back in 2002. It was a huge indictment that came.
I don't believe this story she's about to tell. Y'all listen to this story that she's about to tell and tell me, does this story sound like a lie to you too. And I really, 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 if anybody is in Detroit or is around the Detroit area that can add validity or context to what she's saying, I would love for you to chime in. But if I'm listening to this as I'm listening to it, I do not believe this story she's about to tell. Listen.
Came out like a drug bust, right? And then they came back with a supersede indictment with some other people that the main people told on him. The main guy that was at the top of the indictment put a hit out on everybody underneath him. I'm talking about chicks. One girl got killed in her driveway. She pulled up with kids in the car, shot, killed her. He killed everybody on the indictment. But I think maybe one or two people. He was not letting nobody tell on him. That shit was crazy to me. I was like, ooh, you should just, they got to prove he did it. Of course,
So, okay, here's the reason why I don't believe that. I don't believe that when the first person got popped off, that the police would not have done something to protect the other witnesses. That the DA's office would look at it and say, okay, we lost one witness, we lost two witnesses, and would not have done something to prevent the other witnesses from dying. I don't believe that they would do that. Now, I don't know the story. I don't know if any of this shit is true. I don't know about any of this, but it sounds fictional. It sounds like something that happened in a movie. As a matter of fact, it happened in Breaking Bad. I'm just trying to understand if I ain't been watching too much TV, or if there's someone that is up there, because this would have been a major news story in Detroit and probably would have leaked out to other news outlets that this is happening and that this happened. That this many people will be unalived that happen to be attached to this case. And that's what I'm saying. Look, okay, hold on. Let me see what y'all saying. Chocolate Drop says sounds like a Lifetime movie. It sounds stupid, and it sounds like what dummy would do that from jail to put a hit out on everybody, knowing that it could easily be traced back to him that he put a hit out on these people. I don't know how in the hell that would ever work in real life. Now, in a movie, like you said, Chocolate Drop, in a movie that does sound like a plot point in a movie. But this does not sound like something that could actually happen without the authorities not knowing anything about anything. I don't think it's possible. Dr. Charles says she's taking her liar stance. You know what she's about to do. Right. Yeah. Pre-Pona Waller Williams says then she checks to see if Nesto believes the BS. I'm having a hard time with a Pre-Pona Waller Williams, and I think he is too. If you look at him, I don't think he believes that shit either. Ms. Boogie Down says so much shade between the two of them. They really don't like each other. It's just that they are all they have. Shaking my damn head. This shit is sad. You know what's funny, Ms. Boogie Down? They don't like each other, and Sonya and Sylvia don't really like each other either. So we're looking at all these people, and none of them like each other. It's just that, like, between Sonya and Sylvia, it's the same thing. They're the only ones they got. Sylvia's channel is struggling. Sylvia needs Sonya to help, quote unquote, boost her lives, and it's not working. So everybody is in this like you all I got mode, and nobody is actually liking the other person. Ain't that something? Work in Progress said, but he was dumb enough to add several murder charges. Right. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Aquarius Base says Nesto face says it all. Okay, so I got Psycho Bunny who says I'm from Detroit and I have never heard this story. But stories need to start with once upon a time. Tanya, we got somebody from that's from Detroit that ain't never heard of this bullshit you talking about. So I don't know it. And like I said, I think you watch entirely too many movies. I think you watch entirely too many movies. Baptized that ass says, are you trying to intimidate witnesses? That it can come across that way. It can come across that way. I don't believe it happened. I just don't believe it happened. And like I said, Psycho Boney is from Detroit and has confirmed she ain't never heard no shit like this. So I don't know. Love to Shop. Thank you so much for the member milestone. Love to Shop has been rocking with your boy for 30 days. I do appreciate that. Your member milestone says, hey, Native and Tribe, late as usual. You are not late, Love to Shop. You are present. and I do appreciate that. JMM55 says Detroit here. I don't recall hearing about that. In 2002, I was a juvenile justice worker who dealt with baby criminals. Side hand exaggerates. I think this is an all-out lie. I got Sonya. I got two people that's from Detroit that is standing up in this chat saying they ain't never heard this shit before. And a story like this, somebody would have heard of this. That many people being unalive that are attached to a case, somebody would have heard of this. I'm just saying. Skylar Slaughter says, I like how y'all catch her in her lives. She needs to write a book at this point. How's she gonna write a book? This heifer is as close to being illiterate as you can get. Have you ever heard her read? Have you ever heard her read? My God, it's a shit show. It's a shit show. Work in Progress says maybe it's a Detroit on another planet. I mean, she travels a lot. Don't you need a passport to leave the planet? No, indeed. I don't know. Like a lot of hold on, let me see. Jennifer says the case was surrounding the death of Devontae Jones. All right, Devontae Jones. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look into that because this don't make no damn sense. Sonya's Boot says a book of lies spelt wrong. Let's see. Look at the look on her face, y'all. She's serious about this lie. She's gonna get this lie out. Watch.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the indictment dead but you. So that makes it kind of obvious, but they still got to prove it, you know. But that was sad. But Detroit was wild back then. Straight up wild. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It still is, ain't it?
I'm not there, so I don't know. That was when I was there working in the bar in the hood, and you know. That shit was crazy.
Okay.
You hear and you see, like my first day was a shootout. 3 of my customers got shot my first day there, you know? And so I was like, what in the fuck kind of place is this? It was like, yeah. And then, you know, it just was a lot of fights and stuff in there.
So she said, this was the conversation. She said, what kind of place is this? And the owner said, yeah. That was how that conversation went. It was okay. So it's your first day on the job. I want y'all to understand what Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III has gone through in her miserable life. Okay, first day at the job, working at a bar in the hood. Okay, there was shootout. 3 people are unalived in this shootout on her first day at the job, and she says, "What kind of place is this?" And the owner goes, "Yeah." What kind of place is this? It's a job. What kind of place is this? Yeah. That's how and then she continued to work there. Now I don't know how y'all feel about y'all life, but I love my life. I love it a lot. If I were to take a job and the first day that I'm there, they have a shootout, guess who ain't coming to work tomorrow? As a matter of fact, guess who ain't finishing a shift that day? Me. That's who. I'm not. Kimmy K, what you talking about? Don't start what? I'm trying to understand, Kimmy K, how the hell it is that you take a job and your first day there's a shootout. Okay. And after said shootout, you say, what kind of place is this? And the owner goes, yeah. I'm trying to tell you, Jennifer, it's my first and last day. You ain't even got to pay me for the 2, 3, 4 hours I was there. I'm good because I don't want to have to come back there to pick up no check. I don't want to come back there for you to pay me under the table. I'm just gone. I'm just gone. You ain't got to worry about me. But she continued to work there. After the first day, there's a shootout. And 3 people got unalive. Chick-fil-A, the owner said, yeah. 'Cause Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. All right. I mean, that's what the owner said after. Well, listen to how the owner reacts to 3 people being unalived at his bar.
That's just crazy.
okay.
You hear and you see, like my first day was a shootout. 3 of my customers got shot. My first day there.
Okay, 3 people got shot. Okay,
You know,
okay,
and so I was like, "What in the fuck kind of place is this?"
What kind of fucking place is this? Okay, all right, that's what she said. She didn't say, "Oh my God, let me get the hell out of here. Oh my God, this ain't the place for me. Oh my God, I'm going home because I have children, right, that need their mother." That's not what she said. She said, "What the fuck kind of place is this?" That's what she said. That's what she said. And then she said, and then now listen to what this is the response.
It was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. 3 people got shot. Yeah. 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 Okay. Now, the Bella said, "Why can't she have direct deposit?" Because she at the time she had a rush card. Y'all remember the rush card? Russell Simmons had a debit card that charged you for everything, charged you for taking money in, charged you for spending money, charged you for holding it, charged you for service fees if you didn't use it, service fees if you did use it. I mean, the rush card was a scam, and I'm pretty sure she ain't have direct deposit because I don't think the rush card would allow it. I don't know what the hell Russell Simmons was thinking, but that's probably why, Bella. JMM55 says, "Hood rat, chicken head. We folks over 30 know better than to hang out in those kind of spots in the hood in Detroit." But see, JMM55, she wasn't hanging out. She was working. She was working at the bar. Why would you even get employed at a place like that? Yeah. Damn liar. Just a damn liar. One Pepsi says at Native, exactly, and I don't want to give a statement. I'm out. I ain't saying shit. I'm out. But she continued to work though. Nesto Shaka Shuffle Walk of Shame says, "Sonya, seems everywhere you are, someone gets pow pow. Seems like you are a setup girl or you just attract killers. Either way, stay the fuck away from me." That's right. That's right, Nesto Shaka Shuffle Walk of Shame. Don't let her stand next to you, and do not let Sylvia pray for you, because bad things happen when both of those things occur. Psycho Boney says she didn't get a job in criminal law in Detroit with all her legal experience. That's a very good point. Why are you working at a bar in the hood in Detroit if you are such a legal beagle? Psycho Boney, that is an excellent call out. Mixtures Monica, thank you so much for the super chat, says, "And she stayed at the job. I would have quit and demand that the company pay for my therapy. She lied so damn much, it's unbelievable." This story doesn't make any sense, Mixtures Monica. It just doesn't. That happens on your first day and you continue to work there. What fool, what dummy, what stupid person would continue to work at a place where it gets shot up the first day you're there, not after working there a year, not after 6 months, the very first day you're there and you stayed there? Yeah, you sound clown. You sound clown. No 504 says, "I want to see the receipts of her working anywhere." I know, right? I know, right? I don't. And Tessie Jewel, that's what I was going to say also. How does she have customers already on her first day? None of this shit makes sense. And Nesto don't believe it either. That's how you know it's at the bottom rung of stupidity, is when Nesto don't even believe this bullshit.
And then, it just was a lot of fights and stuff in there. Shootouts. It's crazy.
Well, God must got his hand still on you, because you sure done been rocking and rolling for a long time.
Leaving and shit.
I'm talking about for real.
Like, what? What happened? What was that? Man, yeah. I mean, like when I was in hospital, I used to just sit back in my head and just really just reminisce on stuff, life, the good, the bad, the crazy, and I would just sit there and be like, man, I got some stories.
Yeah. I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, right? I got some stories. some stories. How you
Okay.
feel?
How I feel? Hey, it's just another process, another day. Um, just looking forward to my day. That's it. Just same old same though. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. It's just the same.
Just can't
But
stress it. That's all. Just can't stress it. Just gotta
yeah,
just
yeah.
let it play out. Hope for the best. Hope for the truth to come out and be known. That's more so what you gotta just look at.
Mm,
That's it. The truth to come out and be known.
mm,
I was looking at these school buses on on YouTube because the renovations and stuff. How they was
mhm.
renovating buses and stuff. I'll be all over the place. One week, this next.
You be all over the place except for at a damn beauty shop. You all over the place except for a hair shop. I wish one of the places that you would be all over would be somewhere to get your hair, even if it's at a Korean hair store. All right, to go get some Yaki #5 and fix your shit. Damn it, man! Call the hair club for men or something. Is the hair club for men still a thing? I don't know. But call somebody saying if you all over the place. While you are all over the place, can you make a stop at the beauty salon? Can you make a stop over at Supercuts? Let them just go on and take all that shit off. Just go on and let them get all the shit off, so that way you can go ahead and be bald like me. All right, that way you could be a zesty little bald-headed dude. Is it possible that that's what you could do, Sonya? Can you do that? You all over the place, but you can't go to the damn hair store. Hell, even Walmart got a black hair section. You can get weave at Walmart. Y'all ain't know that, did you? Yeah, you can. Get you some coconut oil and some horse mane and do something. Do something. Damn it, man. Now, here's what's interesting. JMM55, who is from Detroit, Sonya, all right, didn't just live there, didn't work there, is from Detroit. JMM55 says most of those kind of bars in Detroit have an off-duty police who frisk you before going in. The shooting usually happens outside. Thank you. Because it's the same in every major city. New Orleans, Atlanta, hell, Houston. You got the off-duty cops that are making sure that a shootout cannot happen inside of your facility. Attitude and Tylenol said, I will be incorporating bottom rung of stupidity into my insult catalog. Thank you. No. Thank you, Attitude and Tylenol. That's what we're here for. We're here to add to that list. Okay? We're here to add to that list. Now, here's the thing. We're going to listen to, look, Skylar Slaughter, look, I'm just being real with you, okay? I'm being real with you. She go everywhere. She says she all over the place, but one of them places that she is not is the hair store. Now, hair club for men, she ain't been there. She been missing meetings. The Rogaine people, obviously she ain't been there, okay? She says she all over the place. I'm just trying to get one of those places to be somewhere where she can fix this shit that we are looking at. Now, Skylar Slaughter, she has been at the same state of hair since she was a teenager, okay? Don't believe me? Bam. You don't believe me, Skylar Slaughter? Bam. Uh-huh. All I want her to do is stop doing this. Stop walking out of the house looking like this. Okay? That's all I want. That is all I want. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. In Dallas too, they keep the off duty stay outside. These business owners are not stupid. These little club owners, they know the potential, right? They want to provide entertainment. They want to provide a place to go in the hood. They want to, but they also realize that, hey, something might get out of hand. Hey, and off-duty cops are always looking for other gigs. So your off-duty cop, you stand at the door, you make sure everything is good. For the most part, nothing really happens, right? The hood is not as dangerous as people like Sonya like to make it seem. So when you have these establishments, you want to be on the safe side. You want to protect people. You want people to keep coming back, because that's what happens when you have escalated violence in a bar, in a club that is always has violence. People have a tendency to not ever go there again or not want to go there. So yes, even in Dallas, you're going to have off-duty cops that are frisking people, that are keeping an eye on everything, and that are there to make their presence known, that if anything gets out of hand, they got the situation covered. So that's the other reason why this story don't make no god doggone sense. But you know, let science tell it. Let science tell it. I'm just saying. Hey, Lisa Lulu, how are you? Thank you so much for being here today.
Next month I'll see something and I'll be pushed over to there, like, because I was really set on the leisure travel van or RV, which is so nice, out of Canada. They're like 179, I think. You know, the MSRP is like 2 and some change, but you know, they always take it down 35-40% cheaper than what the MSRP is. Then I clicked and saw something else, and I was, remember when we was looking like ambulance. Then I was kind of like, back then was when I was looking at that schoolie, when I went down south to go look at that school bus that man converted. It was so nice. It was just too big. I just didn't want nothing that long. And I just kind of bounced. What I don't want to happen is I get something, and then my head is still thinking like, was this the right decision? Should I have gotten that? Because I just keep one extreme. I just know I want something short.
So why you
I don't want nothing 40, 45 feet.
Okay, but how are you gonna operate that? And you're saying that your son's his steering wheel is too hard for you to handle that. How are you gonna handle something twice that size?
No, because so it's only 25 feet. That's like,
I'm talking about the steering wheel. The steering wheel of the vehicle is bigger.
You put some fluid on it and it loosen it up. That's what I'm saying. For his vehicle, is.
She said to just put some. She said to just put some fluid on it and it will loosen it up. I'm not making this up, Snowbird. Okay, I'm not making this up. TDC, I'm not making this up. She said just put some fluid on to loosen it up. So she finna WD-40 her damn steering wheel. Cause that you just put some fluid on it and it'll loosen it up. That was what she said. Okay. That's what she said. Yeah. See, okay, JMM 55 said, I'm so sick of her talking about buying an RV with empty pockets. How's she gonna get a loan for such a vehicle on SSI? I don't know, JMM 55. Here's what I do know is that she said that she don't want to make a decision and then regret that decision. So therefore she gonna keep talking about it and not make a decision at all. That's what she's going to do, JMM 55. I don't know, what that means or how long that take. I don't know. I'm just saying. She's going to put some fluid on it, obsessed with the mess. And that's, that's going to do? That's going to loosen it up. That's what it's going to do. Okay? Yeah. Shirley's divorce finally says, Lord, this bird is dumb as they come. Oh, boy. Okay, let's listen. This makes no sense. Let's listen to some more.
It's hard. Not saying it's too hard for me. I'm just saying when you drive it, you can feel that it's not like a normal car should be.
No, it's not. It's not gonna be like that.
His is rear-wheel drive like my BMW was. So, and the Audi was too. So the steering should be the same. You don't think?
No, because that car is high.
Just gonna be different.
Yeah, because it's a high performance car. So it's a high performance car. Yeah, but it's a different type of high performance car. It's way different. Yeah. So they keep it. Yeah, but they keep it where that steering wheel won't get away from you. That's why they make it more tighter, firmer. But it's a button in there that you can adjust that too. You can make it tight, firm, or relax. So you gotta find that.
I'll ask. We're going to the dealership today, so I'll find out today what's what.
Yeah, that's all.
what it is.
Yeah, it'll make it however you want it to be. Firm, sport mode, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Like the transmission
Yeah, it's
for the
same
ride
thing.
in the car, like the Audi.
Yeah, it's the same way.
I don't think
So
the Mach-E had that. The Mach-E had it. They had a sport mode. I only put 3,000 miles or 6,000 miles on that car. I got pictures. I didn't really drive that car. It stayed in the garage mostly. I drove the.
Well, look, Tanya B, that's what she said. She said she gonna spray. She need to put some fluid on it. So she just need to spray the steering wheel with WD-40. And that's gonna automatically make it be power steering. I don't know how she survives every day. I don't know how she survives every day. I really don't. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Hello, Sunflower Babe TT. How are you? Hello, Angel Hair 62. I see you. And Casino Lady is here. Hello, Casino Lady. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Your friendly neighborhood cupcake says sport mode like Crocs. Yes. Yes, the reference points are very limited for these people. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. But let's listen to them explain the car thing some more.
Audi the most, and then the little car. But I've been looking at Jeeps. Then I don't want to get that because I want to get the RV.
You want a Jeep?
I was just thinking I needed something a little bit big, so I was just gonna grab something just to grab it. But I was looking at those Broncos when I was at the dealership yesterday, and those were nice.
I don't like them things there. I don't even know why they brought them things back.
Those are so cute. Now it's this company. I think they're out of California. I don't know if you saw that when you were out there, but you know how they have the old Bronco body style.
Yeah.
And then they trick them out. So on the outside they look like the old Bronco from like the 70s.
Yeah.
But the inside is like it's all new. Just nice, like Bluetooth and all of that. Super nice. Super nice.
Are they making them electric like they doing them Challengers?
Shout out to anybody that still has, an old school car, but I'm going to venture to say that Bluetooth is no longer the extravagant, nice feature. It's pretty much standard, right? Like, I'm going to say that for most cars that are built nowadays, that Bluetooth is just a regular feature at this point. Bluetooth in a car is as common as the steering wheel, is as common as the glove compartment at this point. So I'm not going to put Bluetooth in the category of nice. Like I'm going to say, like, if you got leather seats, if you got heated seats, that's like a luxury feature, right? But if you got Bluetooth, this is how like unrefined Sonya is. That she thinks that Bluetooth is nice. Portia Matthews says, yabba dabba doo for Sonya. Chi-Town says, tattoo, please get Sonya off Fantasy Island. Lord, you done brought up Harvey Villages. Okay, let's get this right. She had an Audi, a BMW, a Mustang, Mini Cooper, a Lamborghini, and a Maserati. Why not, since she's lying? Why not? I mean, why not throw in a Maybach while you at it, Sonya? Since you gonna tell the lie, tell the lie. Attitude and Talon says it's nice to her. The scooter doesn't have Bluetooth. I imagine it doesn't. My goodness. D-Dub says leather seats in the Georgia heat can be torture. Absolutely. But you know what? But Bluetooth is standard. JMM55 said this is just a ploy to keep Nesto interested, talking about RVs. He knows she's flucked up in the head, not a high-value woman at all. Not at all. Angel Head 62 says, Native, she not used to luxury, basic bitch. Sonya's Boot says, correction, she had 4 Mini Coopers. Okay, yeah. She did say she had 4 of them. Boys Nana says, heck, add a private jet to the list. Sonya, what's up with the private jet? Where did that go? You sold it to Rick Ross, or did you sell it to Pablo Escobar, or maybe you loaned it to Jay-Z and he just never gave it back? Damn it, Jay-Z, you got to give the private planes back when you get them. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No,
You seen that Challenger, right?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that Challenger. They're trying to go all electric by 40.
By 40.
It'll happen if Blue wins, it's gonna happen because they're pushing certain agendas. Trump's not gonna do that because he wants the economy to thrive off the gas and the oil, and the only way you're gonna do that is to use it, and the only way you can use it is to have gas vehicles. And then two, they're trying to say that when they do these 15-minute cities, which they're trying to eventually do, they'll be able to control you with these electric cars and shut your car off and stuff like that. The newer ones.
Okay, what are they doing? Where they doing that at?
In China, they have the cities like that.
So they got the chips in there.
China is communist, so they're trying to emulate because it's more control, and they control your money, and they can pull your money out of your account in China. If you jaywalk, if they have like a social system. So they're trying to do that over here, trying to have a social system where they can come in and then.
What the fuck is a social system? What is a social system? They have a social system in China, and they're trying to get a social system here. What the fuck is that? Because she doesn't go into detail, as most liars don't. What is a social system? Why is she saying things that don't make sense? They have a social system in China. Is she trying to say socialism? Is that what she's trying to say? Communism? What is a social system? That when you jaywalk, they can take you to jail, or they take the money immediately from you. Then what happens when you don't have the money, Sonia? Why would a system like that even be feasible when people have different financial statuses? So if a poor person jaywalks and they use the social system to take the money for jaywalking, what happens then? Do they then go to jail, Sonia? I don't understand what the fuck you're talking about, because none of this shit makes sense. It just don't. It just doesn't. The real VB says, I dislike her so much. Me too. Me too. I don't understand it either. But JMM55, thank you so much for the member milestone. JMM55 has been rocking with your boy for 60 days, and I do appreciate that support. JMM55 says, side hand talking out the side of her neck again. I'm glad that you said that, because she can't talk out of her ass because she has no ass. She has a very long back, JMM55. It's just a really long back that extends down to her legs. And so she can't talk out of her ass, so she must speak out of the side of her neck. So awesome, awesome point. Make It Rain, NYC, Florida, says she needs to stop listening to those conspiracy theorists, or her brother. Okay? Or her brother. The only black man I bet says Timex Social Club. Maybe that's what they have in China. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't. None of this makes sense. I ain't never heard of this bullshit before ever in my life. Let's listen to some more.
If you do certain things, you know how you'd be like, can I do a payment plan? Well, they have access to your money when they change over to the new system, and they'll just pull that shit out, which is dumb, because how do you know how I'm living? I got bills to pay, but I don't know if they'll be able to access.
Hey, Sonia, we know how you live, and you got cups in the freezer. You got cups in your freezer. There's a baby that's running around at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, who you are feeding Alfredo and shit to. So we do kind of know how you're living. We do know. We know that you begged Dion for what was it, $10? That you didn't get your $10 back from Dion. You can burn me little, but don't burn me big. We do know that when Nesto needed $250 for the lawyer to come see him, you called Dion and immediately started screaming in the phone, Dion, your daddy need $250. You weren't able to provide that. We know you took, 6-7 months to find a 20-year-old car because you quote unquote like vintage. We know that you wear Michael Kors belts that are well out of style and out of season. We know that you like Karl Lagerfeld, but not the original Karl Lagerfeld, but the Marshall / Ross / TJ Maxx by for less Karl Lagerfeld. We looked it up, Sonya. We ain't found that damn jacket nowhere where it costs anywhere over $30. So, Sonya, we do know how you're living. We do. We do. Okay. We do know how you're living. Always Loving Life is in the building. It says, hello, hello, hello. How are you? M. Tate says Sonya is repeating what she heard from others that are just as slow. That's what she does. That is what she does. The Real VB says, cups in the freezer and mini car repossessions. Clown ass hen. She is that. Boys Nana says, I'm for real. What's wrong with her? It would take a very, very, very long, deep dive, Boys Nana. We can listen to Sonya talk and know that Sonya has definitely, I would say, the main issue that she has is abandonment issues, which is why she has to have Nesto on the phone with her every few minutes. When she leaves this visit, I guarantee she's texting him, she's calling him. She's been abandoned so many times, and she's finally found somebody who won't abandon her because he absolutely needs her. That's one thing, boys. Now, the rest of it, boy, it would take all day. We would be here till Tuesday. I promise you. Snowbird says she might as well like a 20-year-old car because that's all she can afford. Exactly. So, Snowbird, we know how she's living. How do we know she live? We know how you live in, Sonya. We know. Don't nobody want no old ass Mini Cooper except you with your old ass.
They can. Let's say they can. They can. That's just what it is. Because most stuff is on phone. It's on your phone records, how you paying your bills, your banking, all of that stuff. And they can get into your phone and see everything that you got going on your phone. Watch your back.
Yeah. I gotta stay aware because these young boys be wilder than him, boy. I had to keep my eyes on everything. This I seen another article I was reading about it. Walmart is changing everything up. They don't have the thing where you had the people standing at the door checking your receipts and all that no more. All that changed up.
So what? They shutting down a lot of the Walmarts.
They're doing that. What they call it? The new stuff they got. Not IT, but
AI.
Damn. AI. Yeah. They doing AI on everything right now. They're taking all the old people from the front door. All that's gone. They got the new AI.
All right. Now, it is 2024 during this call. I'm going to ask y'all because I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. I have not seen the old people at the door greeters at Walmart in years. Now, I know Nesto's been locked up since 2022, but I'm going to tell y'all this. In 2022, I do not remember they still having the people at the doors. When's the last time y'all went to Walmart and saw the greeters at the door who were the elderly citizens that would sit there and greet you to come in? I have seen where they got those things that open up and let you in, or you just walk into Walmart. I honestly have not seen a greeter at the door in literally in years. That's what Jules said. I just saw a greeter yesterday. Kingdom McCush says Nesto thought Ken was behind him. I don't see him. I don't know. Maybe it's if it's just Atlanta that got rid of him or what, but the let's see. So before they closed the one on Howell Mill, there was no greeter. The one up here and where I live, there's no greeter. The one in neither one of the ones in Decatur have greeters. I ain't seen greeters in a long time. I'm just saying. So maybe it's an Atlanta thing. Maybe it's an Atlanta thing. Anybody in Atlanta seen one? Because I promise you I ain't seen one here. Okay, the woman he told. Now I have seen that. I've seen the so I don't know if y'all are seeing the greeters or those people that are standing there to check the receipts. Because there's no reason to greet me at damn Walmart. If I have to go to Walmart, I'm usually not even in a good mood anyway. But the woman he chose says, I only see them checking receipts when you leave. Now, those people I do see standing there. But I'm talking about them people that y'all still see them people. Maybe I was bad. In 2016. So DC Lively says, according to AI, Walmart began phasing out greeters in 2016. I promise I ain't seen them. I have not seen them people. My type said they may be checkers. Yeah. Kimmy K said, I haven't seen a greeter in Stockbridge. Maybe it's just us over here in Georgia. I don't know. But I have not seen them greeters at all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all see, y'all seen them? TD Will says, oh no, I don't see them anymore. Look, Chi-Town Lee Remote says, I walk past those people who ask to see my receipt. Do you know, Chi-Town Lee Remote, as much as I agree with that sentiment, but do you know that if you do that there's a thing on YouTube about this. If you do that, Walmart can say that you did something suspicious, call the cops, and have them check you anyway, and they can detain you. I did not know that, but that has happened to so many people who said, I am not showing you my receipt. Walmart then can say, well, you know, there's some suspicious behavior, and they will call the police anyway. Now, yeah, Casino Lady said no greeters, just checkers. That's what I've been seeing. But yeah, they can do that, and they've done that to people, which is why I don't really like going to Walmart, because Walmart treats everybody like a suspect when you walk in there. I'm just saying. The woman he chose says they only check receipts if you have something not in a bag. Chi-Town Lee Ramon says, I'm still not. And open up the lines. Yeah. No. I'm just saying they do some shady shit like that. Walmart has yes, Casino Lady, they will do that. If you refuse to show them the receipt, they can then call the police and say that they are detaining you because you have suspicious activity. Because the way Walmart is thinking about it is that, well, if you ain't stealing nothing, why you ain't show us the receipt? My thought is that I haven't stolen anything, so I'm not showing you my receipt. And that's what they do. And that is what they do. Oh, Bella, yeah. I'm used to that part. The Costco thing, I don't mind. It's the Walmart thing where I'm like, man, get out my face. The only black behind better says the only people I see at the door are the Girl Scouts and the random beggars. Yeah. I haven't seen a greeter in a long time. I have not. Ms. HLS say here they are old black men. They don't be checking. They don't care. Like gone. Work in progress says I don't have to show you anything if it's not the policy and it's not considered stealing until after you exit the doors. Yeah, but see, they got to work around work in progress. I'm gonna see if I can find that video about this woman who had not stolen anything and refused to show them the receipt because, like you said, why would I need to show you my receipt? And because she refused to show the receipt, they stopped her, called the cops on her, and the cops explained that Walmart has the right to say that any suspicious activity they can look into further, and not showing your receipt is considered suspicious activity. That's what they said to this lady. I promise you. So it's weird, and I don't like that. I don't like this. But Stacy, the first twin, says I don't shop at Walmart. I go sparely. Me too. The real VB says Law and Order certified. Why may be difficult in their establishment. If you don't want to do it, don't go to the store. Yeah, I mean, look, let me see when last time I went to Walmart. I don't know. I ain't been to Walmart in a while. But nah, when I go there, like I don't show them nothing because I ain't got no reason to show it to them. I mean, I don't consider that being difficult. I ain't stolen nothing. I haven't. And like you said, because I don't like that, I don't go there. I don't go there. Coffee is Brewing says no more greeters at my Walmart in California since C19. Yes, I'm telling y'all, they have gotten rid of that. And those of you all who see those people, wow, that's incredible. Portia Matthews says I think that happened in Mobile, Alabama, and she sued them. Yes, I think that was. She did sue them. She absolutely did. Mm-hmm. Stacey, that first twin, says if they accuse you of stealing, detain you, you can sue them. Yes. But see, Walmart, let me tell you how Walmart is. Walmart's so big, they don't even care about that. Like, they'll do it knowing that you can sue them, But because they're so big and have a bank of lawyers, they don't care that you do that. You know. Shark Tank Life said, you watched me check myself out. I walk right past them. Yeah. Yeah. Chick-fil-A got some. I'm on my way to Walmart in a few. Yeah. Yeah. Work in progress said they're going to raise the prices anyway, sure enough. Especially now. Especially now. But let's listen to these actual criminals talk.
Our system going to check your stuff before you even get where it's going. And they're not going to have nobody else sitting there helping you cash out and all that and checking the fix machine. All that's going to be done by robots now. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot going on. You see a lot in that USA day paper now.
Okay, so that's fine if you're going to give people allowances in order to survive. Take the jobs. That's what you want to do, and you give everybody, for the most part, a monthly allowance, which I feel like that should be what it is anyway. Everybody should just have, like, you go in and you do 6 hours doing whatever job they assign you to, and everybody gets $5,000 a month.
Wait a minute. Who's talking about giving somebody an allowance? Now, I ain't heard of that.
This is my mind. This is not for real. I'm just saying.
This is my mind. This is not for real. In Sonia's mind, you should be able to get $5,000 a month for working 6 hours a day. That's in Sonia's mind. That's how life should work. Don't that sound like the most unemployable, lazy person in the world? Who in the hell? Who in the hell would think that you should get $5,000 a month to work 6 hours a day? This heifer lazy as shit, y'all. This is a lazy heifer. My God. Texas Toy say, is she communist? She don't even know that that's what she's describing. You see what I'm saying, Texas Toy? She don't even know that that's what she is describing in her mind, that she's describing communism. But you know, we'll let her tell it, you know. Shirley's daughter, Sky, says, I've seen the receipt checkers, but not a greeter. That's what I'm saying, Shirley's daughter, Sky. I don't know that. Maybe I think we may be talking about the same thing. You know what I mean? Because as far as somebody like a person who stands there and says, welcome to Walmart, and that's their only job, I have not seen that in years. Like, but the people that check the receipts, yes, they are still standing there, but I ain't seen nobody, welcome to Walmart. I ain't seen that in a long, long time. Aquarius Bay said, what? She's advocating for social welfare, but she's not black and leans Republican. Contradictory much? Look, Aquarius Bay, this is how we know she's uneducated on political issues or political matters or anything political, because she doesn't even know that what she's describing is communism. I'm just saying. Malcolm Bashua Moshe says, in the deep south, some in the city, not so many old people any longer. Yeah, I know they got, I mean, I'm surprised they have any, because what's the point? And Walmart already don't like to pay people, right? Walmart already don't like to pay people. So you mean to tell me that they're going to get rid of cashiers, put in self-checkouts, and still keep the people at the door? I can't see that. If it is where you are, I don't see it lasting too much longer, for real. Major's wife said she doesn't realize that what she's describing is welfare. She doesn't. M. Tate says, she's so dumb, I can't live on $5,000 a month. She's very dumb. She is very dumb. Bella says, did she attend the 8th grade? I don't think so. I don't know. Wherever she attended, apparently she couldn't go to court reporting school for very long, so she's not used to being in school for long periods of time. If she couldn't complete a 1-year program, she definitely probably did not commit 4 years of high school. I'm just saying. M. Tate says she's on welfare. She is. Adores Aaliyah since '94 says we mostly have receipt checkers, but the door greeters were almost all elderly people, and they scaled back after COVID-19. Sam still has people checking for membership cards, though. I'm in the 901. Yeah, what you're describing is what we have here. We have the people that check the receipts, but people that tell you hi when you come in, I have not seen that in forever. Say they've actually did this in a couple states. I forget what it's called. It wasn't 5,000, more like 1,000 to 1,500 in addition to what social service program they're on. It was found people did well. Yeah, but see, here's the thing: she wants that to happen for everybody. She said everybody should just work 6 hours and get the same amount of money. I know that there are some people that would absolutely fall out if that's what you told them they had to do, because they would make way more money than that. But you know, it is what it is. I don't know. Here's what we do know: we don't need to have any elected officials like Sonya. Let's listen.
Okay, all
they're in
right.
control and put AI in place, and people lose jobs, and they can no longer work because they can't survive off of Wendy's, McDonald's, warehouse, stuff like that. Can't pay their bills because rent in the hood is $1,200 and better. That's the hood. So people in lower areas was used to paying $500, $600 a month. That shit since 2021. Remember what I told you, when my rent went from 20, I was paying 22 was my base, and then 27 was the bill when I would get the bill. But my base rent was 22, right, at Camden. Then they did the renewal in 21. They added $700 to the rent. So they was like, sign this lease, $3,100. They wanted me to re-sign at my base being 31. So in actuality, my rent went from 22 to 31. So I thought 7, but they actually went up $900 on my rent in 1 year, not over a time, you know. In 1 year, they took my rent to $3,100, and I was like, this doesn't even make sense. I've never heard of somebody going this high on rent on 1 year. And they was like, well, that's what the going rate is in the area. And I was like, you still can't even, like, can you even legally do that? That's crazy, you know? And that was in 20.
First of all, hello, LaDonna. Thank you so much for being here. Kia Elder, I see you come in. Let me ask y'all this. Anybody that's ever rented an apartment, in the lease, does it not tell you in the lease that they can increase your rent? Like, I have never seen a lease for an apartment where they do not specify that your lease can and will go up. Either it can go up, or we year to year, we're going to make this much of an increase in your rent. Do you not, when that increase happens, or when it's about to happen, they do tell you that you can switch to a month to month in some cases, or you have the option of breaking your lease or getting out of it. But I have never seen a lease for an apartment where you have to legally question whether legally in the legal document called your lease that they can legally change your rent. I'm just saying. Tanya B says, what is base rent? I think what she's referring to is the rent before the sewer, and you know how they add on all the other stuff. I think that's what she's talking about. It's just the rent itself. But yes, Sonia, they can legally increase your rent. It happens to people every day. It happens to people every day. And so I don't know why she thinks that wouldn't be a thing that apartments can do. I know the apartment I stayed at in Decatur was like they increased it over 4 years. They increased it by several $100s. Like it got to the point where I'm like, I might as well be in the house. So yes, they can. They absolutely can. Malcolm Bashua Moshe says, so where did the money come from? $5K for the month. Oh, Lord, no, not enough for 6 hours. Hell no. Hell no. The real VB says, I think she was saying such a huge jump. Is it illegal? No, it's not. I mean, it's not. I don't think there's a law on the books that tells apartments. Now, I think that one of the things that that Kamala was going to do was to keep that from being a thing. That there would be, I believe there was a bill was in the works, but I don't think as of 2024 that was an illegal thing. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Us as in we seniors need love too said, wasn't she a landlord? She was a lot of things. I don't know if she was a landlord, damn it. I don't know because she lied so much. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Miss HLS says, I don't think it increased that much in a year, though. I don't think so either. I don't think so either. CJ say in most places it's up to 5% a year here. I know mine went up more than that. After my second year, I think it went up more than that, if I'm not mistaken. But they do tell you. They do tell you. They don't just spring it on you. The real VB says after C19, mine went up 200 and I was pissed, and the next year 150. I'm used to maybe 50. Yeah, they do. It's ridiculous. They do. There does need to be some legislation on that. I don't think it passed though. I don't think it either got written or it went through. I don't know what happened to it. They stopped talking about it. Casino Lady says they probably just wanted her out, so they raised it up higher. Probably so. Who would want Sonya around? Jet Black Straight said the slumlord who'd ordered people to stay in their slums. I still want to know about that. I do too. But we probably will never get that from her because she lies all the time. Shot-Town Lee Remote says, I've had a place that has done a dramatic increase. Yeah. Dr. Charles says, I rent to a family who receives Section 8. The base rent is what I would charge someone without a welfare. The state calculates that the base rent with the family's income, and then they pay a portion of it. Interesting. CJ say I lived in a tax credit development. It wasn't Section 8, but they did get government subsidies. I made too much for Section 8 to qualify for tax credit at the time. That's interesting. All of this is very interesting information. The woman he chose says, I do think since COVID, landlords are trying to recoup. They really are. Oh my goodness. They are. They really, really are. It is. Wow. Yeah. It's sad though. Al Diva 60 says, Native, I love your show. Thank you so much, Al. I appreciate it. But Sonya irritates my spirit in the worst way. Look, Al, this is where we at. Okay, let's stick it out. Let's stick it out. She irritates my soul. That's why I roast her every time I get a chance. But Al, I'm so happy that you love my show. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, let's listen to some more of this bullshit.
21, right? If I'm like 21, 22, then everybody's rent just started going up crazy. Then they bring the value up in the mortgage. When they raised the value of the houses, it was raising everybody's property taxes. Because now your house is not worth $80,000. Now your house is worth $350,000, and that's how they was pushing people out of their homes. They can't pay the property taxes on $350,000. They were okay paying $80,000 property taxes because it's a certain income. It's a house over there on Lowry, did I tell you? And I just looked it up to see what the value of the house was. It was boarded up. It was crackheads on the porch. $230,000 in Atlanta. I said, that's fucking crazy. That house should be worth $3,000. What the fuck? 200.
Now she can appraise property based on crackheads. Based on the number of crackheads that are around the house, she can evaluate and make a judgment as to how much that house should be worth. So the house, because there are quote unquote crackheads around it or on the porch, the house that is for sale, she said that the value of that house is $3,000 based on what exactly? How do you know they were crackheads? I know the area in Atlanta in which she is speaking about, and I really took offense to this because for whatever reason, people like Sonya have a tendency to believe that if you see 3 or 4 black people walking down the street, that they're crackheads and that this is a bad neighborhood. Nothing could be further from the truth. So I don't really like this portion of the call because I feel like this is where her stupidity really shines. And look, Chick-fil-A guy said a crackhead would know how much a trap house rent is. That's very true. Well, look, Major's wife, that's what she did. Because that's all she went by. She said Joseph E. Lowry, right? If you live in Atlanta, been in Atlanta, know where the AUC is, and Spelman Morehouse over in that area over there, Joseph E. Lowry, it is a black area. But however, I will tell you this, going over there, you see some really nice homes. You see some really expensive homes, some really nice neighborhoods. Just because you see black people living there does not mean that the people living there are crackheads, and does not mean that the area does not have valuable homes. That is what she is insinuating when she says that. One of the most ignorant parts of this whole conversation. Now, Dr. Charles says maybe that's where she buys her crack. Now, Dr. Charles, it does make me wonder, if there were so many crackheads over there, what the fuck was you doing over there, Sonya? I'm just saying. If it was that bad, why were you there? Over on Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard in Atlanta. I'm just wondering. That's a very good question. Very, very good question. Jet Black Straight says 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 crackheads ought to be $150,000. Right. That's she think that's how it worked, right? She think that's how it worked. Miss CLC says, son, you used to own 17 houses. You should have kept one to live in rent-free. Very good. Excuse me, point. It makes no sense to own homes, right? You own all those properties, but now you live in an apartment. I'm just saying. Miss CLC brings up a very good point, Sonya. Shark Tank Life says 50 pounds soaking wet and call the people crackheads is crazy. It's one of the craziest things that she could do. And one of the craziest things she could say. It makes no sense. Say says, with all the meth being made in the suburbs, she sound clown. I'm just saying. Kingdom of Kush says this is curious coming from a crackhead who brings down the value of everything around her. The real estate tycoon doesn't know rental laws. Wow, she does not. Chick-fil-A gal said, a zesty crackhead dude. Let's listen to Zesty some more, y'all.
$130,000 for a boarded up crack house in the hood. It wasn't on a pretty street that if you flipped it, it would soon to be worth, $400,000. It was boarded up crackheads all around the whole street, sitting on the porch. $200,000 house. I was like, that's crazy.
What, it was close to the football stadium? Was it close to the football stadium? Was it close to the football stadium?
No, it was.
Now, Nesto know damn well Joseph E. Lowry is nowhere near the football stadium. I don't know why he's saying. He must not be listening. Look, Native, you sound clown. You sound clown right now. You know damn well that is not where Joseph E. Lowry is. Stop it. Stop it.
Donnelly.
Oh, okay. Over that. Yeah. Over that.
Lowry.
I got you. Okay, I got you.
It was dead straight in the hood. It was in the ghetto. It was not nowhere near Morehouse on that end. It was right
I know what you're talking about.
Marietta. And it's like the first street. I was like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's crazy. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Okay, I love you too. Thank you so very much for taking your time to come see me, getting all dolled up and everything. You're gonna do that anyway, but just a little extra for me. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I wanted so bad to put a weave ponytail in my hair.
I don't know what for. I mean, hey.
I don't know, because it's fancy. It's fancy. This isn't
not fancy. No.
That's not fancy. That's just, I just do it in a ponytail.
It's fancy. Trust me. It's clean. Clean.
Fancy.
That's clean.
It's just real. It's going up, though. All right, I love you. Call me later.
All right, love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Before we get into the visit number 2, what did we learn, everybody? What did we learn? We learned that Sonya has no hair on the right side of her head. We learned that Nesto does not know where Joseph E. Lowry is, and he's from Atlanta. Well, technically Augusta, but he's been in Atlanta long enough to know that Joseph E. Lowry ain't nowhere near the damn football stadium. What else did we learn, y'all? What else did we learn? We learned that Sonya evaluates property based on the number of crackheads that are in or around said property. Right? What else did we learn? Anybody? Did visit number 1 teach us anything? I'm just saying. She sound clown. She sound clown. We learned that. We learned that she is a conspiracy theorist, that no matter how ridiculous the conspiracy is, she's gonna believe it. Okay. TDC said we learned that Sonya knows all the rappers. Sonya knows all the rappers. Yes. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We learned that Sonya is willing to work at a bar where they have a shootout on the first day of her employment. We learned that. We learned that in Sonya land, Detroit bars just have shootouts all the time. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. Kimmy K said we learned that WD-40 will loosen the steering wheel. Who knew? Who knew? I didn't. I did not. Okay. Oh, make it rain. Says Sonya is dumb as fuck. That is what we learned. Lisa Lulu says I learned to put WD-40 on the steering wheel. I ain't know that either, Lisa Lulu. I had no idea. I had no idea. All right. All right, y'all. Let's get to the next call. Let's go.
How are you? I can barely hear you.
I forgot my little seat, my little chair.
Oh, that's as high as you can sit?
It's in the truck. I brought my car. I didn't have it. It's in the other vehicle. And as soon as I pulled off, I remember it like, I forgot my booster. But I'm kind of high in this chair. Let's go. How are you?
Oh, good. Put the other chair sit on it.
I started about, how like you have them stack.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty high, so I'm all right. I'm all right.
Okay, I like your glasses. Your glasses hot on you. Yeah. That's good. You got them on today that you can see. You can see very well today. Oh, is it cool out there or is it hot? Because it's freezing in here.
It's kind of cold.
It's kind of cold.
Yeah, it's kind of cold. I mean, I got a sweater on, so I didn't bring a jacket. I didn't need the jacket. Like I don't. So.
Okay. So how's your day going?
I texted her after we hung up last night. I told her if ever I talk to you every day. If ever she needs to holler, she want to talk to you, she can. And she said, okay.
Okay, I so appreciate it. Sure, I feel much, much better. Yeah. You're not worried about my little people.
Right.
Yep.
She love you.
Yeah.
She love you. Her and the other one, but the other one, they told her she couldn't talk to you. I don't know why, but that was dumb. I still don't understand why they even said that. That was weird. So.
Say what now? Say that again.
The prosecutor told her that she couldn't talk to you. The other daughter.
What?
Not the one that's beefed, but the one that you get along with.
Yeah. What?
She was here visiting somebody, and she ran into, and that's when she said it. Because she was here.
Y'all help me out. Because I might be wrong about this, but y'all help me out. Did Sylvia not already tell him this? Why does it seem like I remember Sylvia saying this to him before about his daughter coming to visit somebody else? Y'all help me out with this. Am I imagining that? Okay, so pre-Pony Waller Williams, you said yes. So, okay, right, AK's POV. Now, we're looking at November the 3rd. So either Sonya told him this first or Sylvia told him this first. Yes, Major's wife. I don't know. So Laverte was supposed to have been Sylvia ran into Laverte and I think Sylvia was saying that she told Nesto about this already. I'm just saying, why is he acting surprised if he's already heard this from two different people? That's what I'm saying, Kingdom, because Nesto playing dumb again. Why, if he already knows this, why he's saying, "Whoa, wow, what?" I'm just saying, it just seems like this is all, and Sonya thinks this is new information to him. right? Which is why in her Shaolin monk outfit, um, she is pretending like she's bringing him some serious news. Why do you think this is news that he wants to hear? Why do you think this makes him feel better? I don't know. Montai said both times he acted surprised and shocked. Right. CJ says, why is the prosecutor talking to anyone? Wait, oh, that daughter, right? And then, like, to your point, CJ, it doesn't make any sense that they would tell somebody that's not in the case that they can't come see him. I don't know. Some of this sounds like a lie. Like, some of this sounds like an absolute lie. I'm just saying. Peekaboo says he doesn't listen and tunes out much of their conversations, but I think this wasn't tuned out. I think Nesto is just, I can't figure it out. And when she was telling him this, I'm like, but you already know that though. You already know that though. Cotton Candy Curl says he's always playing dumb. He's trying to see if No Edges is going to say more than Silverback. Being Randicious says, wouldn't Nesto know who Laverte was visiting? Not necessarily. I mean, it's a lot of people in there. He is in a special dorm. So the dorm that he's in, the person that Laverte is visiting probably wouldn't be in the senior dorm or the honor dorm or whatever it is. But then he did say he's in there with young dudes. So maybe he's not in the honor dorm anymore. I don't know, but it's a lot of people in there. He may not, it's possible that he wouldn't know if the person unless the person that she's visiting just walked up to him and said, hey, are you Laverte's dad? You know what I mean? Something like that. But maybe not, maybe not necessarily. Dr. Charles says, so did the daughter speak to both Sylvia and Sonia? No, I think Sonia is getting this from Sylvia and thinks that she's breaking the news to him, I think. Right, Shaby, that's what I'm saying. Somebody's lying. Somebody is lying. And yes, Jet Black straight Charlotte Monk. Major's wife said, I wonder if Laverte man in jail. I don't think so, Major's wife, because I think the guy that she was dealing with, I think Nesto knew him or met him because he had talked about him and thought that he was gay, which Nesto thinks anybody that doesn't commit crimes is gay. So he did say that about her. I don't think so. Dr. Charles says, if I was Nesto, I would be more concerned with knowing that someone I'm in jail with knows my daughter. Right, exactly. But that doesn't cross his mind. That doesn't cross his mind. So Miss CLC says, Mammy first said it first. Now Side Hen is happily bringing the same big lie. And look how happy she is to say it. Look how happy she is about it, right? Pre-Pony Waller Williams said, did the daughter visit Kidney Punch? Ken, good point. Good point. AK's POV, I thought Laverte is married. I think she is, and Nesto does not like the husband. Right. D-Dub says, what likely happened is that she tried to see him without scheduling in advance and was told no. He should feel worse that no one has come to see him except Sonia and Daryl. And Slorilla has come to see him. But that's probably what happened. Because why would the police, why would the prosecutor, how would they get in touch with her? If she comes to visit her dad, are you saying that somebody from the prosecutor's office came down to Cobb County and said no? Because that would mean they would have to take a trip from Fulton County over to Cobb County because he's being housed in Cobb County. So it doesn't make any sense that Laverte came there and somebody from the DA in Fulton County came over and said, no, you can't visit him, and did not give a reasonable explanation as to why. None of that makes sense. So D-Dub, I think you are on the right track. I think you're on the right track with that one. Jet Black Straight said Ayas told him her very first visit to him. Seems like that was before November 24th. This is from November the 3rd. Okay, so yeah, I think so too. I don't know. I need to check those dates. The woman he chose says, and she's not a witness or victim in the case. No, she's not, and that's why it doesn't make any sense. Neither one of them said makes any sense. Either Sylvia or Sonia, it doesn't make sense. I think they made it up to Charlie's divorce finally. It's a really weird flex and a really weird lie to tell, but at the same time, now that you say that, it's kind of not, because he doesn't, the lies that they tell him both Sylvia and Sonia are lies that he cannot verify. And I don't think Nesto can verify with Laverte whether or not she came up there or not. So you might be on to something there. Shirley's divorce family. Yeah. Let's see. So AK's POV says infamous Sylvie started visiting him in June of 2024. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Jet Black Straight says the daughter probably trying to see him, but Sonya keeps taking all the slots. Now, that is a good point, Jet Black Straight. They only have so many spots, according to what Sonya has said before, because her and Sylvia had to miss time in order for Sylvia to go. So it would make sense that they don't have enough spots if she's always there. That is a very good point. That is a very good point. Hey, Ducky Dexter, how are you? Glad that you could be here. Southside Chi-Town say he talks to Laverte. We've only heard a couple calls. We've only heard a couple. So phone calls from prison hasn't dropped anything with Laverte on it by herself. We heard Laverte on the call with him, Dion and Laverte, but there's not a call that's been dropped by phone calls from prison that has Laverte and Nesto one-on-one. He always is on the phone with somebody else. Last time before that, it was Laverte and Sonya. So I don't know that he talks to her like that. Well, I don't have anything to go by that says that he talks to Laverte like a lot. You know, if it's something I'm missing, I would love to see it, but I haven't seen that phone calls from prison drop that. Ms. Lady says, looking at her in this video, and we're supposed to be scared if she catches us outside. Girl, I wish she would. I know. AK's POV says, correction, February 2024 is when Aya started visiting. That's still okay. Well, let's listen to some more of what she's saying. I think she's making this shit up.
Oh,
yeah, visiting somebody. She was here visiting somebody that was locked up. I thought I told you.
No, you didn't tell me that. No.
And so she was like, yeah, they won't let me. They said I can't talk to him.
What?
And I'm not even involved in any of his cases.
Wow.
And they said that, yeah, the DA told her she couldn't talk, or the police, one of the two, said she couldn't talk to you. That was the dumbest shit.
So see, Southside Chi-Town, she's saying that Laverte told them that she can't talk to him. So again, if you're, and we know that there are those few times where she did talk to him on the phone. So none of this sounds real to me. Like none of this sounds like this is actually a thing. I'm just saying it just doesn't make sense. AK's POV said the videos are public in the phone calls from prison and Patreon site. Which videos? The one is Laverte in any of them, or is what videos you talking about? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I haven't been over there to our Patreon in a while, but I'll look into that. But I don't see anything that phone calls from prison has dropped to substantiate any of the stuff that Sonya's saying.
And wow. She was like, I'm not a part of anything. I don't have no problem with them, nothing.
Okay,
wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Right, it is crazy because, like you say, Major's wife, that doesn't make sense if she's not a part of the case. The DA only tells that to victims and to witnesses. So why would they reach out to Laverte? I don't know. I really don't. This makes no sense that they would tell her that and say, well, we don't want you to talk. And she didn't say why. They didn't give her an explanation as to why. They didn't tell her why that is. They didn't tell her maybe you got me mixed up with somebody else. They didn't say any of that. Laverte just was like, okay, well, I won't visit him. It does smell like a lie, Ms. HLS. It does. It sounds like they are literally making this up. Lisa Lulu says, are they talking about his younger daughter that he can't see once until she's 21? That thought crossed my mind too, Lisa Lulu. And I don't know if maybe because they're trying to talk in code that they're over talking each other. And maybe they're talking about two different people. Make It Rain says, why is Sonya smirking while telling this lie? Because her whole goal is to isolate him and to keep his people away from him. And that's exactly what that means. The reason why is because of this. And see, I'm still here. I can still come see you. That's that look. That's the look she's got. Natasha Razor Glam says maybe that was Laverte's excuse for not seeing her raggedy daddy. It is, but even if so, Latasha Razor Glam, it still doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. PW is in the house. Says, hey, Native and Tribe. Nesto has 3 daughters. It's not Liberte who they're talking about. 2 daughters did an outcry statement on Nesto. He knows what she is talking about, but playing dumb. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. And look, I'm just trying to make it make sense that the DA or the police, like a police officer, has this information, but would tell Liberte not to go see her daddy. So I don't think they're talking about Liberte. If they're not talking about Liberte, that makes sense. Absolutely. And Work in Progress says Dion would have told him that. Absolutely. Shirley's divorce finally says she's isolated him from his family like Nesto did to Shirley. Ain't that funny? Funny how it comes around, right? Talks with TK says very unlikely if you ask me. Why would the prosecution be down the jailhouse screening visitors? Right. Shelly C says, I think it's a sympathy play. I think so too. There's something not right about any of this story, like at all.
Always some mess. But yeah. So if this is the last week, it's almost over.
Wow.
Fucking with the vote booth. Oh, I thought I told you that.
No. This is my first time hearing that one. Wow.
Yeah, she was here visiting somebody.
What?
Yep. Yep. That's crazy.
Dang.
Yeah. So yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I know. I think that was like 2 months ago.
Wow.
It was just this summer.
Wow.
Yeah. Trying to, you know, I don't know.
That's all right. That's okay. That's okay.
All right.
I gotta stay focused. I gotta stay focused. Wow.
Well, you just the upside to it is it's not because she don't want to be there.
No, I know that. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Try to clean it up, Sonya. Look, Lisa Lulu, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Sonya loves to bring misery to Nesto. And you know what? Let's think about it, Lisa Lulu. Was this something that Nesto needed to know? So let's just say that this is true and that he's got a daughter that's coming to the same jail that he's housed in. She's visiting people and not visiting her dad. Is that something that would help him? Is that something that would lift him up? Is that something that he would make him smile, make his day? Because remember, that's what she said. I'm just lifting his spirits. I'm just trying to lift his spirits. Would he be okay with not knowing that if it is indeed true? So you're right, Lisa Lulu. She loves this. That's why she was smiling when she was telling him this. It makes no sense. But Lisa Lulu, thank you so much for the super chat. Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries. Why are you not resting? Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mystery says, if Liberte was unable to see him, we would have seen something in writing. It makes no sense. She could talk to him, but not see her. Right. It doesn't make sense that they could talk on the phone like they have on those occasions where we've heard Liberte on the phone and then can't come see him. That just doesn't make any sense. But Legacy Moon, thank you so much for chiming in. Now go to bed. You don't feel well, Legacy Moon. Y'all see what I'm saying? Legacy Moon don't be listening to me. She don't. Look, Ms. HLS says she's the bad news bearer. I like that. Lisa Lulu says it happened 2 months ago, Sonya. Why you bringing it up now? She ain't got nothing to talk about. Aquarius Bay says gut punch. I thought Liberte was his fave. She went to the jail to see somebody that didn't stop in to see her daddy. Right. Do you think that would make him feel better? And that's what she says she's trying to do, Aquarius Bay, is make him feel better. I don't know. Vic to the Veil says, if this happened, why would she wait so long to tell him? Right. No, you're right. Sweet Peasy, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, something's not right. If true, Nesto knows why. It doesn't make sense at all. It does not. PW says Laverte is the first daughter Sonya was referring to in the convo. Then she said, and the other daughter loves him but can't see him, so he knows the other daughter she's referring to. Okay, gotcha. Okay, PW, I got you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Kyla K says, was Nesto an active father? If he didn't visit her as a child, she's not visiting him in jail. We all know the answer to that, Kyla K. No, he wasn't an active father. He was an active criminal. He has a criminal record, 19 arrests in the state of Georgia. So no, he wasn't. All right, let's listen to some more. This is good stuff.
Tell you, and she want to be there, but they're trying to, for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, divide, stir the pot. You know me, conspiracy theory.
Yeah. You're talking about my other one. You're talking about my other one. Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, but she left her information and everything. So.
Yeah. Wow. That makes sense now.
Yeah. They're gonna try. They're gonna try.
Wow.
Old music. And then me and my granddaughter was talking, right? And then she was talking about no, it was my son. Because he always talks about the 80s and the 90s and and in a time where it was just different. And he was just saying, how he heard that we were more united. And I was like, well, you had more love music, more better. The movies were more, if you got everything out there separating, a situation, it's going to separate, over a time. And it started with welfare and then it just grew, then it was the movies, the music, and it just went from there. And it's just like the most separated race. Yo people. I'm gonna be like Kamala, and I'm gonna claim my white people, and I'm gonna just go ahead and say I'm white. I'm 39% white. I'm gonna just go ahead and claim that set, since you can do that now. So, and I feel it. You know what I'm saying? I feel it on the inside that I am a Caucasian woman.
I'm sorry. What? Say it again one time. Say it one more time. One more time, Sonya. I just need to hear it come out your mouth. Say it one more time.
Yo people. I'm gonna be like Kamala, and I'm gonna claim my white people, and I'm gonna just go ahead and say I'm white. I'm 39% white. I'm gonna just go ahead and claim that set, since you can do that now. So, and I feel it. You know what I'm saying? I feel it on the inside that I am a Caucasian woman.
Man, go ahead on with that. You need to come on with all that. Yeah, you're telling jokes now. Go ahead on.
Feel it. And if I feel it, you must believe it. And you must respect me and call me as such.
Okay, y'all, we got to call her a white woman now. Bottom line, a white woman. But I'm just curious. Have you ever seen white people walk out the house like this? I'm just saying. Look, Sonya, I understand. I'm just trying to say that it's going to be awfully hard to call you a white woman with this nigga nose. I'm just saying the nigga nose is kind of prominent here, Sonya. And your daddy did not marry a white woman. He married a black woman. He then cheated with a white woman, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. All right. So that lineage of whiteness does not carry in you. Can you imagine being so self-hating that you would go through the process of saying that I am a white woman simply because I had the proximity to white people? Can you imagine, like, you hate yourself so much that you would say that the proximity to white people That you want that drop of white blood in you so bad that you would say that just being close to white people has made you white. It's not a flex. It's definitely not the flex that you think it is, Sonya. It's really not. I love black. I love everything about being black. I love my people. All right. Nothing would ever change that. Nothing would ever change that at all. CJ said, what makes sense that your kids can't visit you? Why would she say that she couldn't visit her father if she was already there to visit someone else? It's not visit everyone in one day kind of thing. It's very true. That is very true. Lisa Lulu says, Kimmy, and how her son is so great, rub it in, Sonya. Yeah, she does that. She does that. Mixtress Monica says she's white. Unfortunately, her hair suggests otherwise. Not only that, Mixtress Monica, look, I got some, look at that nose. That's that nigga nose. That's that Patti LaBelle nose. She got it. She got it. It's gonna be awfully hard for them other folks to accept her when she walk around looking like this. Yep. Out here looking like this. Yep, it's gonna be hard to be accepted on the other side. Snowbird says that nose is telling all. It tells everything we need to know, damn it. Trina 2 says pathetic self-hate. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know, she is so negative when it comes to black people, yet she is visiting the most negative black man that I have met in a long time. I'm just saying. Pre-Pointer Waller Williams says dating a black man in jail, though. Trina 2 says the nose knows. The nose knows. Absolutely. Let's listen to a talk about black folks, I guess.
Wow. I'll see what next week brings. Look, I'll see what next. Are you still like thinking on that, marinating on that?
I sure am. Because I don't figure that out.
Crazy.
Because
right?
That's it. Yeah. Because that's wow.
You gotta really think about. You really can't put anything past anything.
You can't. You can't.
Because a lot of things just never made sense. Nothing made from the arrest to, you know what I'm saying? Nothing made sense. So you can't put anything past anything. And just like somebody was just saying, maybe somebody was involved and was part of this and was just playing, you know, like, oh, I like, you know, and was part of it. Just don't know, you know.
Pull your thing up here, your sweater. There you go. That's okay. Hey, that's how it is in Hollywood. hey, that's how it is. That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a setup. So yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay then. Well, you know, hey, God is good all the time. God is good all the time. You have no clue.
Things surface. That's all you know. Things surface.
Wow.
Nothing really stays in the dark long. You know.
No, it don't.
Things always manage to, and was, I guess, because all your children are so separate. You know what I'm saying? No one's talking to no one because they all got separate households. And that's why, I be trying to tell people, like, when you have separate households, kids aren't really like linked like the same house. I don't know. I can't say that either. But anyway, there's more of a chance of them being more close when they're.
CJ said, I got called an Oreo from when I can remember, and not one time in my life have I ever said I was white or wanted to identify with white people. Like, come on, girl, grow the fuck up. You too old for this. It's ridiculous, right? You've been black all this time. You know, if Sonya hated black people so much, number one, why is she dealing with Nesto? Because Nesto is a nigga to the heart. And why would she brag about working in the hood in Detroit? You know, it's like you want street cred so bad. You want street cred so bad, you creeping up on 90 years old trying to get street cred from a nigga that's locked up. Why? Why would you care about Nesto so bad? If you like being white so much, why did you not find you a white man to go be with? That's all I'm saying. And Nesto sitting there listening to this bullshit, knowing that all of his victims are black. He preys on black people. But yet Sonya wants us to believe that she just loves white people, white culture. I'm just a white girl. I'm just white. I'm just white. But I worked at this bar in Detroit. They had a shootout on the first day. I'm like, what kind of place is this? And the honest answer, we supposed to believe that story and that you just love white folks at the same time. Y'all make it make sense. Tanya B says, Nestoism of the day. Because that's yeah. Because that's yeah. Wow. He's dropping knowledge, wanting to be in Blaine Edwards. Oh, man. Hold on. Wait. Are you referring to, I don't know, this Blaine Edwards? I'm just saying. I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about, Tanya B? Is that who we talking about? Because, you know, that might be the case. But listen, that bang, see that bang that Damon Wayans got on right there? See, she tried to do it. She tried to be some in living color right here. You see that, Tanya B's? In living color fan. Because, you know, in living color came out in the 90s. It did. So she was trying her best. She was trying her best. Sad shit. Sad shit. Let's listen to some more.
Raised in the same household, you know. Times when baby mamas don't be feeling each other. Be like, no, she's not going over his house. I don't like her mama.
That's been going. You know what? That's been going on for a while, but he ain't thought about being born. You know. Yeah, I can remember.
That's when he started separating.
No, this was earlier than that.
I don't think they was dealing with baby mama dramas in the 50s because everybody was together and they got married. They just stuck it out.
Now, Sonya, this is where you're wrong. Okay, this is where you're wrong. This is why a lot of families are disjointed now, is because we did have those Rolling Stones. Why in the hell would they make a whole song called "Papa Was a Rolling Stone"? Wherever he laid his hat was his home. But when he died, all he left us was alone. Now, Sonya, if the Temptations knew to sing about that, how you think that this became a phenomenon just now? In the 50s, Sonya? I'm going to tell y'all something. My mama told me stories about her granddaddy roaming all over the place. And that was before the 50s. So, Sonya, this is where you're wrong. You are not a historian. You do not know anything about black culture or black people or people in general. Because if you did, you would realize that cheating did not just happen in the year 2024. So stop it. Stop trying to talk for black folks. I hate when black folks try to talk for black folks that don't know black folks. Stop it. Chocolate Drop says she only visits to talk about his case and ruin his day, but she loves him. Crazy love. It is. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. Sweet Peasy says if Nesto got out, that would be the last time Sonya was seeing him after he knocked it off, of course. They wouldn't last outside of this. This relationship has reached its peak, Sweet Peasy. This is as good as it's going to get. This is as good as it's going to get. The woman he chose says Sonya is a baby mama twice over. So what the fuck is she talking about? What, see, she think that she's exempt from these conversations. That's literally what she thinks. Like Ray Della Lewis said, mine was definitely a Rolling Stone. My youngest brother and I joke that we probably have some siblings we don't know about yet. Thank you, Ray Della Lewis. What she's saying is just asinine. But she likes to romanticize history that she doesn't understand. Texas Toy says Sonya is a multiple baby mama with no education who's been to prison twice and lives off the government. Ooh. Yeah. Aquarius Bay says, right. He wasn't interested in her when he was a free man. She's the consolation prize. Play dumb games, win dumb prizes.
In the 50s, 60s when they started separating
they ain't never seen a daddy before. They probably ain't never seen a daddy before. It's a lot of that going on.
It was maybe like this many cases. It was that many cases. It wasn't as the norm as it is now. It's so normal now to be single.
It wasn't that many cases yet. She cannot state how many cases it actually was.
Or with a kid. It's rare to see somebody married with a child. That's when you'd be like, oh my God, for real? You're married? You have a kid? You know, it's more so the norm to say how many kids you got and where the father at. You know, where the daddy at? He in a house with the kids. Or how many baby daddies? Because it's assumed that you have multiple fathers and you ain't with none of them. And your culture. This is your culture we're talking about.
My culture.
Melissa said I'm claiming.
Don't her daddy got kids with somebody else? Don't her daddy got kids with somebody else? I'm just saying. Tanya be here. Trina too. PW. Don't her daddy got... Thank you. PW said her own daddy was out here making single mothers. Son, shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This week.
Okay.
Claiming that's it.
Okay.
Togetherness, I say. But yeah,
wow.
That's crazy.
Well, I didn't expect that to come out today. So I didn't expect that to come out today. That was hit me for a wham bammy there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Nesto. It hit you for a what? It hit you for a what, Nesto? I'm sorry. Well, can you say that one more time?
Talking about
my coach.
Melissa said I'm claiming this week.
Okay.
Claiming that's it.
Okay.
Togetherness, I say. But yeah,
wow.
That's crazy.
Well, I didn't expect that to come out today. So I didn't expect that to come out today. That was hit me for a wham bammy there.
A wham bammy there. Y'all ever been hit with some news that you wasn't expecting, or you heard something that you wasn't expecting and it hit you with a wham bammy there? Or is this only happening to Nesto? Have you ever been hit with a wham bammy there? Tanya B, have you ever been hit with a wham bammy there? Chi-Town Libra Mo, have you ever been just minding your own business, and then Ducky Dexter, you get hit with a wham bammy there? Is that your truth, Dr. Charles? Dr. Charles, PW, have you ever been hit with a wham bammy there? Chick-fil-A gal said a wham bammy. That's the hardest. Chick-fil-A gal said a wham bammy there is the hardest hit of them all. Okay, no whammy. So TDC, no wham bammy there's. That's what you're saying. Myretta, you ever had a wham bammy there? You ever get hit? No, just Nikki said, not me. Okay, all right. Now Trina too. Now Tanya B said I don't want it. Okay, all right. I ain't know if maybe y'all had been hit by a wham bammy there, because I ain't never been hit by a wham bammy there, and I don't want to know what that's like to be hit by a wham. He didn't expect that.
Well, I didn't expect that to come out today. So I didn't expect that to come out today. Okay. That was hit me for a wham bammy there.
A wham bammy there. Okay. All right. Now, Ms. HLS, now when you get hit with a wham bammy there, now I want you to come back and tell us. Okay. It's a wham bammy there. You know, You go and you think you getting money back on your taxes and you owe taxes. Oh Lord, you got hit with a wham bammy there. Mm-hmm. You ran that stop sign and oh Lord, it was a cop sitting on the other side. Oh, you got pulled over. That's a wham bammy there. Okay. All right. Texas Toy said one time I was hit by a wham bammy here, but not there. Okay. All right. Well, then you haven't had the ultimate hit, Texas Toy, because that's what the wham bammy there is. It's a wham bammy there. All right. Okay, hold on. Wait. No 504 says if been hit with a brush comb and a belt, but never a wham bammy there. Well, you ain't been through the things that they're still been through. No 504. Okay. Shady says a wham bammy is when the baby come with their closed fist. Wait, Shady, are you saying that at one time that Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III got hit with a wham bammy there? Is that what that is? It's a wham bammy there? Y'all, she got hit with a wham bammy there. That's a wham bammy there. I tell you that. Definitely a wham bammy there, bish. Hit with a wham bammy there. Okay. Now Dr. Charles says the only bammy I know is the one we eat that we eat in Jamaica. Interesting, Dr. Charles. What exactly does a bammy consist of? I'm interested now. I'm intrigued. But if you ain't never been hit with a wham bammy there. Hold on. My friend V. Lenore in the house says, I am being hit with a wham bammy there as we speak. Hey, Native and Tribe, listening from the clouds while packing. Pray for your girl. Y'all, look, I can't be there to help V. Lenore pack. So we got to send some good vibes towards V. Lenore because V. Lenore says she is being hit with a wham bammy there while she's trying to put her stuff together to move. All right. So y'all send up some good vibrations, some prayers for my friend V. Lenore as she gets ready to make her move. Because right now y'all know packing and moving can be so overwhelming. I know it firsthand. It can be daunting, right? And sometimes you might explode your brain, and it feels like you're getting hit with a whammy down. But V. Lenore, I have all the confidence in the world that you are going to do it. Y'all pray for V. Lenore. She makes this thing happen. It's going to be all right, V. It's going to be all right. Okay? It's going to be all right. Shoot. Let's listen to some more. Hit by the wham bammy there.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know how somebody could say that if I'm not part of your case. How can you forbid somebody to contact somebody and they're not a part of the case and they're actually a blood relative? How do you do that? You know? So I don't understand how they do that.
I'm gonna say this here. I'm just gonna let God handle it. Hey, he handling it. He making moves. Let him do what he do. I would have never thought that though. I would have never thought that.
I don't put nothing past the situations that you're dealing with. So
no, I get that part. I get.
I don't put nothing past them. And that one attorney, when he did his news conference, he was just talking about how they just blatantly lied in court. They was hiding evidence that would have helped defense, which that's what they do anyway. Hide evidence, suppress it, or bring it up at the last minute so they had to bring it up because they wanted to use it in their favor. But then the defense is over there looking like, well, what is that? How long you been sitting on that? And how come we weren't put on notice? Oh yeah, we just found this out last night. Lying. But if you gotta lie, you gotta wonder about the guilt. If I did this, then you should honestly be able to prove it. If you're saying this is what happened, the truth will prove it. That's just what it is. But if you're trying to say I did it and you got to lie and finesse and do all of this stuff just to get a guilty, then how guilty is that person? I would say not guilty at all, because lies don't bring out the truth. So that's the sad part about this court system. I don't know why they call it justice, because there is no justice in the system. And we just hope that Courtney Kramer wins. You know what I'm saying?
She didn't.
I don't see nothing with I don't see nothing with that lady in there. I don't see her.
Like she's super quiet. But the thing of it is, if you vote red, if you vote Democrat, they only give you blue choices. If you say you're a Republican, they only give you the red choices.
That's a damn lie. I am registered Democrat. When I went to go vote, there was Kamala Harris and there was Donald Trump as choices. That's the point of voting. If they did that every single time, now you can request that, right? You can request that. That is by request. But when you walk in the booth, if you have not requested an all blue ballot, both candidates are showing up. I promise I looked at damn Donald Trump name and tried to break the machine pushing damn Kamala Harris. I did. Okay. So I don't know where she getting that from. It sounds like somebody that don't vote. Thank you, Texas Torch. She never voted. Right. The woman he chose has herself ever voted. Thank you. She has no idea. D-Dub says she doesn't understand the difference between a primary and a general election. Why? Because she's never voted. Right. Right. I just don't understand how she talks with such authority about something she doesn't know about. Damn it, Sonya. Damn it.
So it's mainly if you're voting red, you're gonna automatically vote for her. And if you're voting blue, you're gonna automatically vote for the other person. So, which I'm shocked that she even qualified to make it on the ballot with everything that's going on with the hearings and everything that happened with her, that she even qualifies, and the money that's missing out of Fulton County, that she even qualifies to be on the ballot. That's crazy. But it's like politicians, it's like that's like the easiest job if you want to commit a crime and get away with it. Just be a politician. They get away with it left and right. The biggest crooks. Yeah.
Okay then.
The biggest crooks.
Hey, hey, all I can do is just, hey. Didn't know that one. Okay. Well, other than that, how's the world treating you out there?
The world is fine. I made some pancakes. They were so good. Why is the first pancake always the pancake that's fucked up? You ever make a pancake and the first one was good?
First of all, Nesto needs his throat oil. Okay. I don't know, like, I don't know if Nesto understands that he needs his throat oil. I don't know if maybe he got his throat oil taken away. This noise bothers me, and I don't exactly know why it bothers me.
You out there.
The world is fine. I made some pancakes. They were so good. Why is the first pancake always the pancake that's fucked up? You ever make a pancake?
Listen, before we listen to Nesto's throat malfunction, I say that we rename Sonya the first pancake, because Sonya said that the first pancake is fucked up. So from here on out, I will be calling Sonya the first pancake, because you can't get no more fucked up than Sonya. 86 pounds, no edges, hates black people, is black, has that black ass nose. So don't y'all think it's appropriate that we call her the first pancake? Sonya is the first pancake, y'all. Now listen to Nesto needs throat oil. Listen, Decky Dexter, listen.
In the first.
What the fuck is that? Obsessed with the mess. Why the first pancake act like she don't hear this shit? Listen. Listen, y'all. Listen.
The world is fine. I made some pancakes. They were so good. Why is the first pancake always the pancake that's fucked up? You ever make a pancake and the first one was good?
Is Nesto speaking dolphin? Is that what he's doing? Is he trying to speak dolphin to her? What the hell is that? TDC, get off the floor. Look, and Miss CLC, thank you. Okay, thank you. Miss CLC said, I've been cooking pancakes over 40 years. All my pancakes are on point. I've been an aunt since I was 4 years old. Miss CLC, I make pancakes too. Love making pancakes. Some days I wake up and I either want waffles or pancakes. And sometimes when I get that pancake mix and I get that biscuit and I pour it into my pancakes are fine. Okay? My pancakes are fine. Chick-fil-A got that throat oil. Just take me away now. I can listen. What else can clear up that? What the fuck is that shit, Nesto? Damn. I would think that in jail, you would have plenty of opportunities to get your throat well moisturized. I'll just say that. How about that? I'll just say that. Okay? That there are opportunities for you to get lubricant for your throat while you were in there with all of your cellmates. I'm just saying that stuff. We're gonna listen to it one more time. Listen.
The world is fine. I made some pancakes. They were so good. Why is the first pancake always the pancake that's fucked up? You ever make a pancake and the first one was good, or it was the one that was just like? Is that like the one that just? Is it the pan? It's got to be the pan. Everybody's pancake.
You probably was on the phone talking, got distracted.
No, it's like that for years. That first pancake is always like a fuck up. Like
okay, so how do you cook your pancakes? Wait, hold on. Back up. What you say?
Like that first child. That's the one you throw away. Like that first child.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one now. I can't speak for everybody. I can't speak for that one now.
You know, that's the one they experiment on because they don't know what they're doing, and the parents be all over the place like, oh my God. See, I'm the second child.
Okay. Well, you better make sure they don't hear that because they're going to be on your hotline. Oh, boy.
Tanya B, thank you so much for the super chat. Tanya B says, I can't stand you, Native. Well, I love you right back. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. But okay, Tanya B. All right. I had to get my dolphin. On. Excuse me. I had to get my dolphin on. Did. I don't know what the fuck that is. But thank you so much, Tanya B. I do appreciate your support, and I do appreciate the super chat.
Child. I'm the second child. So, you know what I'm saying? The first child be the one to be the pancake you throw away. That'd be the throwaway. Are you the throwaway? You the first one?
No.
Trust me, Sonia. You are the throwaway. The throwaway is absolutely you because you are trash. You are absolute trash, Sonia. So no. You are the throwaway first pancake.
No. I'm thrown away right now. I'm just some spoiled goods right now, but I'm gonna get back cleaned up.
You gonna bounce back?
It don't take long. All the way. Hey, I just say I'm just letting God work His thing. I'm just being serious now. I know you don't want to hear all that. I know you don't want to hear all that, but it's okay. Let me say what I got to say.
I mean, I'm open to hearing everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Just let Him work His thing. Okay, well, I appreciate you sharing my space with me. I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? It's just not for me. Whatever works for people, I let them let that work for them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not saying just working for me. I'm just saying that look how the results, it just makes sense. I mean, I ain't out there doing nothing. I ain't out there calling nobody. I ain't out there in nobody's face. I can't do nothing for myself. So you can't tell me.
If you push for the truth, that's what's gonna tell it all anyway. And don't let the
Yeah.
lies overshadow what the real is. And that's what you have to, focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Making
Mm-hmm.
sure the truth get out there. And that's it. And not the
Well, you know,
lies.
it ain't
You
too many
come into
people can.
court and then they want to talk about somebody's past and try to drag people's past in there. Just this year alone, they've been caught lying numerous of times. So how trustworthy are they when you're always popping up in the courtroom with lies?
Well,
How
guess what? Nobody don't want to hear the
accountability?
truth. Nobody
Yeah,
wants to hear the truth no more.
it's about a
Nobody
win
likes
at
that.
any cost. No, it's not, because that's not true justice. What y'all call this system, it's not true justice. Or is there another meaning for that now? Since there's another meaning for women and other things. I mean, did they change the meaning to that too? We got a
What
whole
you
new
mean by that?
dictionary working with.
I mean, Sonya, you changed the meaning of mistress. You changed the meaning of side hoe. You changed the meaning to be see, what we know a side hoe to be is when a married man deals with a woman that's not his wife, has sex with her, and continues that relationship behind his wife's back. That was our definition of side hoe. That's what we call the side hoe. Okay. Now you changed it to mean friend. We're just friends. See, that ain't what we call friends back in the day. And even in 2025, we still don't call that friends. When you go behind this man's wife back and y'all having sex and doing all kind of shit that she don't know nothing about. I think one of y'all said everything in the dark gonna come to light, and that came to light, but you changed the definition. We can't call you a side bitch, a side hoe. We can't call you that because you changed the definition to be just friend. I think not, Sonya. I think it still applies. We ain't changed the definition on that. You the one changed the definitions. Hell, we still call you that because that's what applies. That's what applies. So I'm just saying. Let's listen to some more.
They changed the meaning to words now. Things don't mean what they used to mean. So maybe that was just something that never meant what they thought it meant. You know?
Oh.
Just
Oh, okay.
Government control, and we want to fuck with you, we gonna fuck with you. Basically, is what it meant. You know what I'm saying? We have the power to fuck with you. We have the power to fuck with you. Vote for me. I'm not for the people. I just say it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So, did you see the advertisement about that Denzel new movie that's coming out?
What's the name of it?
Gladiators.
Oh, I saw that scene. I didn't know the name of it, but I saw.
That's the name of it.
Does it look like it's good?
Yeah, well, anything with him in it gonna be great. It's gonna be.
I don't know. They just smeared his name in that one girl.
Now here Nesto is, all he want to do is talk about the movie. All right. He saw advertising for a movie. It's got Denzel. Denzel is his favorite actor, which I mean, hey, Denzel is one of mine. Of course, my number one is going to always be Samuel L. Jackson. Absolutely. But Nesto just wants to talk about the movie. That's all he wants to talk about. But here come Miss Rain on my parade. Here she come. Watch this, y'all.
Girl said that he was in them parties with Diddy and that he was one of the people that was.
Man, come on. I don't believe all that. No, I don't believe all that. Listen.
Listen, call me later. I'll play it for you. I'll play it for you.
Man, listen.
It's the same person. It was the same person that named Steve Harvey. She named Denzel.
Okay, I don't believe nothing no people say. She don't know what she's talking about. These people don't know what they're talking about. Listen.
She was an actual child victim. She was not talking about what she heard. She's supposed to be an actual child victim. She's not suing, but she did do an affidavit, and she did name Steve Harvey, and she named Denzel Washington as two of many people.
Listen, don't break my heart with that because I don't believe that.
I'm sorry.
You know what,
I'm sure a lot of people felt some type of way when they heard that, but it came out her mouth, and I don't see her. I don't see her because it's a lot of people, like 120 victims came out, and a lot of what they're doing now is they're notifying the celebrities that they're gonna name, and they're telling them, look, if you pay me now, we're not gonna name you. So they've been putting unnamed celebrity in the court forms now, because they said they don't want their name out there, and so they're more likely to pay us off if we don't name them out loud, because they don't want their names out there. Well, the thing of it is, which don't make sense, is the victims could be hushed, but what if Diddy just start telling it all and saying, okay, it was him, her, her. Then all of that stuff that you're doing, trying to hush the victims, don't mean shit, because there's another person and there's other people that were there that knows what went on. It wasn't just a one-on-one situation.
I just got a question. Now just answer this question. Why is all these people, all these people, celebrities, why all of a sudden are black? Just tell me that. Just tell me that.
They're not black. They got Leonardo.
All these people all of a sudden are black. Listen, y'all. Listen to her. Listen to her explain this.
DiCaprio. They mentioned
I don't believe all that.
Yes,
man,
they got the Kardashians.
I don't believe.
They said the Kardashians is involved. They named a lot of white people. It ain't just all black people. They named.
I just don't listen. You think I believe all that? All these years on went by.
It's weird. No, I mean, so they got over 150 complaints from 150 victims.
Okay, well, what year is this?
This is going all the way back to the 80s. This is going all the way back to the 80s. So you got that many people. Yeah, going all the way back to the 80s.
What I'm trying to say.
They were saying. So
who is they?
The people who finally want to speak out are saying they were terrified of Diddy, and this is why they didn't say anything, because they were scared of him, right? And because once Cassie and then the producer broke their silence, and then they raided him, and they was like, oh. And then once he got arrested, they felt safe to say something. And this one lawyer got on the radio and was like, any victims out there, contact me, yada, 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 yada. He was trying to get all the people. And so he got 150 victims on his roster alone. And he's trying to negotiate payment so that, okay, we're gonna keep your name out of everything. We need this. He's just negotiating settlements, getting money.
You know that's extortion now. You don't know that, right? They're trying to extort these people, man.
You don't know what it is until they go to court, and whatever happens. And even court don't tell the truth. You see?
Did he say this distortion? Did he say this is distortion? Chocolate Drop said everyone's victims are telling the truth except Nesto's. Ain't that something, Chocolate Drop? How all of a sudden she believes the victims. All of a sudden she believes the victims, right?
Payment so that, okay, we're gonna keep your name out of everything. We need this. He's just negotiating settlements, getting money.
You know that's extortion now. You don't know that, right? They're trying to extort these people, man.
He said this distortion. They're trying to distort these people, man. This is distortion. Okay. All right. They trying to distort these people. They trying to put some white noise in there. This is distortion. Damn it. They trying to distort these damn people. God damn, obsessed with the mess. This is distortion. Time to be here. Can't believe this shit.
You don't know what it is until they go to court, and whatever happens. And even court don't tell the truth. You see that?
Yeah, that's true. But I'm
I just say when you got 150 people, you got 150 people saying the same thing. I don't know. That kind of makes you be like, well, maybe. Not one person, not two people. Just like they got that actor, those two chicks said that he them or whatever. It was two chicks, right? And they gave him life. I don't know how. I didn't hear their stories, so I don't know if their stories were similar or not. But that was just two chicks. Now, that was two chicks, right? They got him life. You got 150 people right now. It's 150 people.
Hey, Sonya, guess how many people are on Nesto's witness list? Since now all of a sudden you can talk like you understand how shit works. Guess how many people are on Nesto's witness list? Isn't it about 100, 98, 100? Isn't that something like that? Something like that. Houston Foodie said Nesto knows the law. He should. Houston Foodie, shit. He done been in more legal problems than most of us ever thought you could be in. But ain't the witness list like 100 people, Sonya? How is it that you understand shit when you want to understand it, but you don't understand it when it comes to your incarcerated boyfriend, Nesto Williams? You know they say he nasty. Just saying.
Okay. That makes you look at it like,
let me ask you a question.
maybe there's some truth
wait a minute. What have you learned for 2.5 years since I've been in here?
What I knew before this happened. I knew before this happened because I've been dealing with criminal justice for a long time, so I already knew it was shady. And it's about a win. It ain't about the truth. It's about a win. And they try to overcharge people so they can negotiate.
We got that. We ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the bloggers and the media.
No, and all these. Okay, so no. I already know what YouTube bloggers. You already know. Okay. I don't even listen to none of those. None of those. These are white stations that talk about everything, not just him. They talk.
Nesto, the white man said it, so therefore it got to be true, Nesto. Nesto, when them white folks talk, they don't say nothing but the God bless truth, Nesto. Nesto, it's the white people. You got to listen to the white folk, because they don't be telling no lies, Nesto. That's what I hear when I hear her talking. I hear the slave coming out. Yeah, I hear the pickaninny coming out. Nesto, you got to listen to them white folks, Nesto. Them white folks ain't gonna lead you wrong, Nesto. They ain't gonna lead you wrong. I listen to Miss Betty all the time. She tells me the truth all the time. Now, Nesto, you can't trust them lying blackies over there. Don't trust them new niggas over there. Nesto, you got to listen to the white folks. I listen to Miss Millie every time she talks. She ain't never led me wrong. She ain't never led me astray, Nesto. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. You got to listen to them white folks. No, it's the white folks, Nesto. And if it come out their mouth, Nesto, it is as good as gold, Nesto. It irritates me to hear black people talk like this. It irritates me to hear black people raise white people up to this godly standard, right? All us bloggers, all us out here on the YouTube streets that are commentating, no, don't listen to us because we're wrong and we're black and we don't know what we're talking about. But all them white folks, though. Oh, them white folks. Don't listen to them blackies. Text store. Don't listen to them darkies over there. The colors, Houston Foodie. Don't listen to them. But oh no, I heard this from the white folks, so it's got to be true. A lady 747 say native, she's a throwback. Yeah, I wish we could throw her ass back. Absolutely. It is embarrassing, Nola Brown. It is, because what she's saying is that it's not that there is actual journalism. It's not that it's because they are white. The virtue of them being white people is what makes their news correct. It is absolutely embarrassing. Shell Parker says Nasty Nesto needs speech therapy. He needs a lot of therapies. There's a lot of things going wrong with this man. He is deteriorating before our eyes. He's mentally delayed. Okay. Chick-fil-A gal said, yes, I hate that white worshiping. I hate it. And when she does it, so look at the look on her face. She is so serious. It's because it's the white people. See, no. It's because it's the white people. Shell Parker says we're the first people on the planet. Why he put us down? Why he put it? Because that's all he know to do. Some people believe that assimilation is just the most important shit in the world. It's the most important thing, to be as close to white people or to be as friendly to them so that you can get in with them. And she's one of those people. Being Randicious says he doesn't answer any questions about his family. He don't. I mean, he probably don't know the answers to most of the questions, honestly. Dr. Charles says, I don't expect any better from them. Neither one of them has any black pride. None. None. When you got a woman that will tell you that the reason why it's correct is because it's white, or the reason why it's better is because it's white. And you notice, Dr. Charles, the way she talks about the hood, and she uses hood and ghetto so interchangeably to mean white. I mean, to mean black people and black poverty and black crime. And she does that exactly the way that Fox News does it. She uses all these words interchangeably the same way that white people talk about black people and welfare and ghetto and this and that. Never anything positive when it comes to black people. And if you know black people the way I know black people, you know that that's just not true. Aquarius Bay said this nigga's illiterate. I still don't see how Shirley did it. I don't know. I ain't got an answer for that. Salt and Pepper Trust says Nestor should have just walked away from this nutcase after he spread her wide on the second day. Yeah. The woman he chose says this is why her family doesn't deal with her. She is embarrassing. I wouldn't deal with her either. Not at all.
Talk about everything, and they don't really speak unless it's 100%. I've never found anything that they've said about anything that they've spoke on to be false or fake or oops, that's a lie.
These motherfuckers said that Obama was not American, Sonia. The same white people that you were talking about that have never made a mistake said that Obama was from Africa, Sonia, and that is a whole lie. And that's just the first one that came off the top of my head. Okay. They also said that Kamala slept her way into office as if she did not have any actual skills. We could go down the list of things that white media has gotten incorrect, including all the lies that they told about Trayvon Martin when he was murdered. Okay. So let's talk on the real side, Sonia. Your white saviors do get shit wrong, and they get it wrong in most cases on purpose, so that dumbasses like you can sit up and talk and regurgitate everything that they say. Sonia, stop it. Just stop it.
And they don't
because they white.
No. One of them is Melanie King, the black chick. One is Candace Owens, and then it's
Candace Owens is not black, Sonia. Candace Owens is just like you. She is a black woman who has self-hate and hates black people. And I don't even think Candace Owens wants you to call her black, Sonia. I really don't. So if that's one of your sources, Sonia, who also gets things wrong, someone else who's full of self-hate, hates black people, and will twist stories to make black people seem bad. Candace Owens, the same one that said that George Floyd did not need to be stood up for because he was a drug user, basically saying that George Floyd deserved to die. That Candace Owens, that's who you're talking about right now, Sonia?
Vault Entertainment. Those are, I think they're, he's not white. But he looks white, but he's not white. And a Jew and something else. And then it's a Jewish lawyer that has a channel. So a Jewish attorney who has a channel. And it's another attorney who has a channel. These are not, people that just want some YouTube money type shit. I don't listen to none of those channels. They just be gossiping and saying little messy stuff out their mouth. They just say this is what, and then I heard the lawyer at the news conference, and then the lawyer for the victim spoke.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I still say you don't know what the outcome is until the outcome. But because you got all of these people singing the same song, and then the producer, I love you, I love you, I love you. Well, the producer who got the second lawsuit against him, he had pictures on the lawsuit, and they were showing the pictures. Now you
doing what? Sitting up there giving high fives.
He had pictures of the blood from the one in the bathroom because he was supposed to have shot and killed some dude they was arguing with in the bathroom. Then they threw him in the alley and said it was drive-by. But he had pictures of the blood and all the stuff in the bathroom. and that he was one of the ones that pulled the guy and was trying to save him, but they wasn't like. He got some murders that they looking into. It's just a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, they keep trying to say, "Oh, it's a distraction. It's a distraction." Nothing's a distraction if you pay attention to everything. Never take your eye off the government and what they're doing and what bills they're passing, because you know they passed a bill where the armed service can go around and kill civilians now. Why did they pass
I'm
that?
sorry, what?
Yes,
I'm
they're
sorry, what
now
happened?
allowed.
What got passed on you? I'm sorry. You say let's listen to this one more time. What got passed on you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Nothing's a distraction if you pay attention to everything. Never take your eye off the government and what they're doing and what bills they're passing, because you know they passed a bill where the armed service can go around and kill civilians now. Why did they pass
What?
Yes, that they're now allowed to.
In the United.
Okay. Sonia said that the U.S. government passed a bill that the U.S. military can go around and kill people. Just walk around in your army uniform killing folks. Well, guess what, y'all? Guess what? That ain't true. And here's how we know that ain't true, because see what they'll say is, see native, you don't know what you're talking about, native. Yeah, see, they're gonna come over here, the little trolls, you know, they like to come over here and act like I ain't smart, okay? They act like I'm Sonya. I ain't Sonya. Shit, I'm far from it, okay? All right. The only thing we got in common is that we're both bald. But this is from Reuters, y'all. Reuters, that's right, the Reuters, right? The Reuters that is been in business for I don't know how long and reports accurate news. Let's see what Reuters says. An updated U.S. Department of Defense directive does not authorize federal troops to use lethal force against U.S. citizens. Contrary to social media posts misrepresenting the revision ahead of the 2024 U.S. presidential elections. I'm not making this up, y'all. This is from Reuters. You see it right here in the top left corner. Okay. Under Passe Comiteas Act, it is illegal for military personnel to use force against people in the United States unless for self-defense were authorized by Congress. Posts on social media in October said instructions have been sent in late September to the Pentagon to allow the U.S. to use lethal force against U.S. citizens on U.S. soil, overriding the Passe Comiteas prohibition. Some also claim the change was timed with the U.S. elections on November the 5th. Now, feel free to go to Reuters and look this up. You can read the rest. I'm not going to bore you with the other details. But the bottom line that I wanted to show here was that if you go to an actual news source and not Facebook, do not get your news from Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram. Damn it, man. This woman is pushing 90 years old and she believes everything she reads on the internet on her Facebook feed. So I just wanted to show you all that Reuters has already debunked this bullshit that she's talking about. Okay. So, yeah. Tamara says, my son saw that on TikTok. I was like, boy, that ain't true. It's not true. We need to start going back to actual news outlets, right? And it's okay if you go to multiple sources, right? You can go to multiple sources and to verify, because that's what I do. I don't trust the first thing I read. I go to, okay, here, okay, that doesn't make sense. Here, oh, okay, there's some more context, some more information to get my own bottom line from it. So, Sonia, go to Reuters and you'll see the same article I pulled up that's not true, you dumbass. Why would that be a thing that the U.S. military could just walk around with lethal force against U.S. citizens? Okay? Damn, she dumb. I mean, damn, she is dumb, Jackson Tabasco. She is so fucking stupid. Sanders already said that would be a good and funny Kahoot. What Sonya said, that actually would be. that actually would be actually hilarious. Ms. Lady said that Fox News or Felon 47 says that she believes it. She actually does, and she sounds clown right now. She sounds clown as she says this, and I pull up the article debunking what she is saying right now. She sounds fucking clown. Okay? And even Nesto don't believe this bullshit.
United States.
Inside the United States, they are allowed to kill us. They just passed that bill.
Who is allowed to kill us?
Biden and Harris passed that bill that the armed service, if anything should like lock us down, martial law, you got to think about what they're preparing us for, because they just did that draft bill where they're drafting us now, and we're already got 1, 2, 3, 10 toes into war, and it's just a matter of time.
So what you mean by what you talking about, like Secret Service, FBI? Is that what you're saying?
I'm talking about the Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, all of them.
Can shoot and kill us right now.
Can shoot and kill. I will send you the freaking the actual number for the bill that they can shoot and kill United States citizens. Why did they pass that bill?
Yeah.
Pay attention to everything. You got to pay attention to everything.
Well, you paying attention, but
but you be looking at me like you crazy. You could I be just thinking
because there's so much you're saying. I can't see what you're saying. That's all.
You just gotta be crafty to what could be going on.
Listen, I'm not naive. It's just I don't know what you know because you're out there and I'm in here.
To everything, right? You don't hear what I hear, right?
Yeah. I can't see what you see. You only get what you see. But what you just said 10 minutes ago, I don't even believe all that. Now that part, I just don't believe all that.
Well, she said it. She said Denzel's name.
Well, you know, she had plenty of time. She had plenty. You gonna come out now?
Everybody's coming out now because they were scared of him.
That little bit of man. Come on now. Come on.
Okay, so it's
that
not.
Man
it's
that
not.
Man ain't
okay,
no
so let's say no, it ain't that. You don't know because he got 9 deaths they're investigating that he was supposed to be responsible for. 9 deaths.
Well, let me shut up then.
They're even saying that. Listen, they're even saying the dude that got pushed over the thing 2 weeks ago. They're saying that Diddy's tied to that.
Man, listen, man, I love you very much. I don't believe all that.
I love you too.
You got your wings flying.
Call me around 8. Call me at 8 o'clock tonight.
You going on with all that? You're tripping now.
I'm saying, be in the head. You gotta think about this shit.
Okay, all right. Well, you're all right. Okay, whatever. You got my head scratching. I love you very much. You have a great one.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Y'all, we made it through another one. Shout out to our people, friend of the channel. Phone calls from prison. Shay and her hubby are doing their thing over there. Thank you so much for the material that we use in order to comment on and make fun of and laugh at and have a good time. Thank you so much, Shay, for all that you do. We appreciate that. I want to shout out to the to my mod squad, the Native Tribe Urban Media mod squad. All right, handling all the things behind the scenes. Thank you so much, ladies. I do appreciate everything that you do. All right, and if you hit the Cash App, if you gave a super chat, if you became a member, all of that helps the channel grow. Thank you. You all have no idea how much I appreciate you, and you all have no idea how much I want to remind you that I appreciate each and every one of you that subscribe, that come here for my antics and my foolishness. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. If you like the video, please like the video. That would help us out greatly. It is a free way to show your support. We also have, in case you all are not aware, nativetribeshop.com. I got some new stuff that I just put in there last week. I got my regular fare, your Native Tribe hoodies, Native Tribe t-shirts, sweatshirts, all of that good stuff. I got some of my other line, which is called Sweet Noir. Sweet Noir is the ladies line that I have developed, and I got some Sweet Noir designs in there, as well as Native Tribe urban wear. So please check it out. It is, again, nativetribeshop.com. That supports the channel greatly as well. Listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. It's been we're under 4 hours right now, and you all have stuck with me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you all for showing up. Now, listen, I got some good news. My friend Legacy Moon says she is resting today, okay? And she's going to be back Wednesday at 10 p.m. So y'all check out my friend Legacy Moon when she makes her return on Wednesday evening, okay? But as of right now, she's okay and she is resting. She appreciates all of the love that you all have shown for her in this chat, okay? Now, I will be back tomorrow, All right. I got some stuff to work on. Got some more announcements coming on for the Native Tribe podcast. All right. If you like the Native Tribe show, the Native Tribe podcast is going to kick it up just a little bit more because guess what? I don't have the restrictions of YouTube on the Native Tribe show. Now, will the Native Tribe show be on YouTube? Yes, there will be a version of it on YouTube, but the main show is going to be on a site that I will announce later. But the Native Tribe podcast is coming, y'all. It ain't no stopping it. It ain't no stopping it. So y'all come through if you want to support that as well. I will have more details as details develop. Okay. Now, that's all the church announcements I have for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up, hanging out with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are enough. You are beautiful. Yes, you. Yes, you. You are beautiful. You are loved. And you are blessed. And there isn't anything that anybody can do about that. Not even you. All right. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to jump into a scam fish that I cannot wait to show y'all. You're not going to believe this one. So be on the lookout for that announcement. And then, of course, I'll do it on Monday. We'll be coming up on Monday evening at 8 p.m. It's been fun, y'all. It has definitely been fun. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thank y'all for coming through, and we will meet again tomorrow.